We're live! We have made it to the live part of the stream, the most important part. How y'all guys doing today? Welcome to the stream, everyone. Had a lot of people waiting, much more people waiting than there were at these other streams. I know I made a very interesting topic to talk about today. We're gonna have a lot of fun discussing that, but I just want to say, how you guys doing today? What's up? We always got a Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer behind me, setting the mood, setting the light, getting the good lighting going. You know, setting the mood. Hey, Conman, what's up? What's up, Savage Wolf, man? See a lot of people getting hype in the chat before this. Got Midnight Gaming, Savage Wolf, Reina. I think that's how you say that name. Okay, so we're gonna have some fun with today's stream. As you can see by the title of the stream, we are going to be doing a little bit of both kind of things. So for this stream, we're going to be doing a little bit of speculation. I'm going to be speculating on where the next Kingdom Hearts trailer is going to be, what the next trailer is going to be like, and where it, you know, kind of what to expect when it comes to expecting where it is. And then we're going to go into the hopes section, kind of putting out my thoughts of what I want to see in a Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, what you guys want to see in a Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. And we're going to have some fun with it. We're going to be doing a bingo card, a little bit of Kingdom Hearts 4 bingo. It's going to be fun. So yeah, also ask Q&A like in there, ask any questions. If you have any questions that you want me to answer or give some comments on, whatever, I'll be happy to let you guys throw stuff at me, man. Anything. Before we start today, I just want to say, this week's not been the best, for me personally, and the whole world in general, at least the country that I live in, the United States. Things are getting crazy. Things are getting very, worrisome. And, you know, specifically in terms of my career of what I do, they're launching this new TikTok app or something. That's the rumor right now. They're launching a new version of TikTok that's US only. Weird kind of thing. This whole kind of weird situation about that. But we keep going because they win when you're down. If you're down, they win. We keep going. We keep doing shit. I'm going to keep entertaining y'all. We ain't stopping for nothing. All right. So just want to get that out of the way. Let's go into the main festivities that we're going to be doing today. A blank Photoshop template. Oh no! Call the police. Let me read some of the chat here real quick. Praying for Kingdom Hearts 4 drops on July 13th. Oh, that'd be a joy, wouldn't it? Hello from Italy. Oh, thank you so much for tuning in at such a late hour. Hi, I just played Kingdom Hearts 3 for the first time. Loved it. Good for you, man. Don't say that on Twitter because they'll fucking crucify you. Hey, save until Tokyo Game Show. Maybe Peach Dragon World now. Olaf from Chile. Thank you for coming in from so far away. We need Treasure Planet. We'll get into that in a second too. What's happening? I haven't heard anything like that. If you want to just look up TikTok on Twitter, you'll find it out. Hi Noah, how you doing, man? Hi Soul Blazer TCG. There you go. All right, so firstly, let's do a little bit of speculation, as they were. Speculation on what the next drop of Kingdom Hearts information, trailer, whatever is going to be. So there is a lot of places that it could appear at. This year feels like the year. You know, it's just a feeling in the air. It's a feeling that you can't really describe like, oh, this is what exactly is going to happen. It's just like, oh, I have a feeling that Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to come back this year. It'll be here and there'll be this and that thing. I guess it's just the case because Kingdom Hearts 4 has been away for so long, and the longer it goes on, the longer it feels like the possibility of it coming back is, you know, grows. And so now that we're 3 years removed from the first trailer, we got screenshots of all things to hold us over. You know, that's what we're having to deal with right now. And it seems like we're at a point where maybe they are ready to re-reveal the game again. They did say when the time is right in the reveal of the screenshots. When the time is right is a very, very vague statement that could mean a million different things. And that was purposeful because, you know, they don't want to set expectations for something, you know, maybe so far out in advance that, you know, they maybe end up missing and end up disappointing people, or just get people hyped up for something for a long time and then ultimately disappoint them when their expectations are getting built up in their head. You know, Kingdom Hearts fans tend to do that. I think that I have a feeling it's going to be this year, but it's a matter of where. So let's start with not that. Let's start with not white text, because that is not good on a white background. That is not conducive. We're just going to forget about that layer. So let's go over some possibilities as to where this thing might show up. Let me adjust it. Why do you keep doing that? I don't like that. There we go, finally. And it's on the right font. Let me bring up the a little bit smaller than that. Cool. First off, and the one that I keep seeing people mentioning in the chat and on Twitter and things like that, Tokyo Game Show. Oh no, it's too big for the thing. Let's expand it out. We're doing this on the fly. Let's do about like 75. Yeah, that's cool. Cool. So Tokyo Game Show. It is the biggest game show in Japan, specifically. It is one that many Square Enix. Why is everyone saying Cope in the comments? I am the Cope. It's the one that everyone's kind of looking forward to because, again, it is something that Square Enix is frequenting in the past. You know, they do big blowout reveals, re-reveals, information dumps about their games at Tokyo Game Show. Tokyo Game Show is, you know, on their home turf as well, you know, in Japan, and they are able to get a large amount of publicity from that, and they are able to really get a lot of eyes on at least the Japanese game industry for it. It's a big event, and it's covered all around the world, not just in Japan. You know, we're all JRPG fans have their eyes on Tokyo Game Show because any kind of JRPG from any company really, or just any Japanese game company in general, have their eyes on Tokyo Game Show. And so if they want to do a big re-reveal of the game, have it come out, kind of be a blowout re-reveal saying, hey, here's Kingdom Hearts 4, here's where it's been this whole time, and this is going to be the big showcase, and we're going to have a big trailer for it, all that. This would be the perfect place to do it now that Summer Games Fest and those kind of events have kind of gone past us at this point. You know, that Summer Games Fest is supposed to be like a couple. Hey, Gamers Join is joining you on that. On Tokyo Game Show, guys. It's a place where they want it to be all summer long, Summer Games Fest, but I think that it's mostly concentrated in that 1 week. They have sporadic events spread throughout, like the Arc System Works presentation. That was a big wet fart of a presentation. So, you know, this is the next best thing. So when I see this, it's something that, like, I could definitely see them doing. Because again, if they want to do a big re-reveal of the game, this is the perfect place to do it. They usually do they start like the big marketing cycles for their games that are coming up for release at Tokyo Game Show. They did it with, I think, 7 Remake, 7 Rebirth was a big thing there. They were doing a big showcase for that game over there. And also, I think a couple like Dragon Quest games and stuff like that. So if they maybe they could start the big marketing push in the Tokyo Game Show time in around late September. That's usually when it takes place. I forget when it takes place this year. Let me see that actually. What time is it taking place this year? Tokyo Game Show 2025 is going to be September 25th through the 28th. Yeah, I believe that is a perfect time for them, because in the fall time also you have a lot of people starting to go out and shopping and stuff like that. Gaming's on their minds, and it's also something to where you have a lot of people in that mood of wanting to buy and getting, you know, products in their minds. So I think if they want to do a big re-reveal, this is the perfect place to do it. Will they though? I don't know. I don't think Kingdom Hearts has a huge history at Tokyo Game Show. I think they do like occasional like showcases for like Kingdom Hearts 3, stuff like that there. I remember, I think before Kingdom Hearts 3, they showed off a couple Kingdom Hearts games there as well. But I don't think they've done like big reveals, big show-offs, big trailer drops for Kingdom Hearts at Tokyo Game Show, at least in recent memory. So that is what's going kind of against it, I guess. But also it kind of hinges on the question of whether or not Kingdom Hearts 3 is the next major title in the lineup of Square Enix. Because we also have Dragon Quest 12 in the pipeline. God knows what's happening to that game. I feel like it's probably further along, Kingdom Hearts 4, than Dragon Quest. And I think that maybe because of that, they could get that out a little bit further. I mean, and I say that because, you know, when we got the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, it was switching engines, but we at least got gameplay. Dragon Quest fans, they just got a logo and that was it. And that's all they've had for like 4 years. That is a very bad situation right there. So yeah, I'm kind of like half and half on it. I think, again, big re-reveal. This is the next place to do it now that the Summer Games Fest events have come and gone. And I've always wanted them to do the Star Wars trailer for the re-reveal of this game, and this, again, perfect place to do it. If they're smart, they drop the Kingdom Hearts, they drop the Star Wars trailer as the reveal. That would be the best scenario, at least in my opinion. So yeah, because I was kind of having this speculation before of like, what is their kind of marketing plan for this game? Where are they at with it at this point, and whether or not they're ready to do the big push for it? And that kind of determines whether it's going to be there as well. If they're ready to do the big push for it, it could be here. But if they're still a little bit behind, they just want to re-reveal the game, maybe not. Let me read some of the chat here. A fun idea, Kingdom Hearts Warriors game. I made a whole short about that. You can go check that out. Tokyo Game Show, how better have Kingdom Hearts 4? Yeah. 20s of September, yep, 25th to the 28th. The Game Awards in December, we'll get to that in a second too. I'd lose weight for missing Link, what? Gamer's Join is with you on the cope. He doesn't know anything, LMAO, the cope is real. Everybody's just in cope mode today, it seems like. Same, this is a cope stream, guys. Feel like get your cope out in the chat. All right, so Tokyo Game Show. We talked about it. Next up, let's do another one. Another big gaming event. We have what the fuck? Excuse me? Why is it doing that? Delete that layer. No. I don't want 1.2. Yeah. All right, here we go. Nope. We got number 2. The Game Awards. Now, for the whole world, this is the big boy push right here. This is where the most eyes are going to be in the entire world. I think the Game Awards is much bigger than Summer Games Fest at this point, because I mean, one, Game Awards have been around longer, and two, Summer Games Fest has kind of been mid so far. They've had some hype announcements there, like a Resident Evil 9 and all that kind of stuff, but Game Awards is where kind of most of the hype is at. So another big push for Kingdom Hearts 4 would be right here at the Game Awards. And it's a Jeff Keighley event, so you know he plays coy with the Kingdom Hearts series quite often, and I'm sure that doesn't get in the way of him actually wanting to show something at one of his events. You know, he's a professional, so I don't think that gets in the way of his decision making. But the Game Award, but it is a Jeff Keighley event. He kind of plays around. He gets tired of us sometimes, and for understandable reasons, because people will harass him about it at points, and it's very inappropriate. Don't do that. Don't harass Jeff Keighley, guys. That's not cool. The Game Awards is again the biggest game event of the year. So biggest re-reveal right there. That thing would go insane. Okay, something that I've noticed with Kingdom Hearts hype is that it's very time dependent. It only really exists when a trailer drops, and then it kind of falls off after that. People don't like to have long-term discussions about Kingdom Hearts. Like, whenever a trailer drops, it's the only thing you hear for like a week in gaming. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone is loving on it. Everyone's saying like, oh my goodness, I'm so hyped. Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be back. It's going to be great. It's this and that. And everyone gets hyped about it and talks about it like they're excited. And then like a week later, it just disappears. And you could say that about any game, really. You could say like, oh, you know, hype dies down after a certain point when it's not really active. But for Kingdom Hearts in particular, it seems like people don't like to talk about it when it's not in the cycle, either because they don't like the look or something, or, you know, they're just like, oh, it's a Disney game, I can't talk about that too much. Or there's just not enough there to really kind of chew into long term. And, you know, the fan base itself, just the fan base of Kingdom Hearts itself is able to sustain a Kingdom Hearts 4 hype cycle all on its own. Like, the fan base is one of the most dedicated out there. You know, we're still doing, I'm live streaming this with 3 years of nothing, basically, so far. We're still here doing it. But, yeah. It's basically going to be a interesting time if they do it at the Game Awards, or just anywhere when the trailer drops, because it's going to be talked about for so much, and then kind of go. But back to the original point. Mini rant aside, the Game Awards, that would be the most hype place for it to be. The hype cycle would be enormous. Dropping that Star Wars trailer there, you would see people losing their shit in the crowd. Like, Kingdom Hearts 4, Kingdom Hearts hype in general brings something out in people. It is a special kind of hype. No other hype matches Kingdom Hearts hype. And that would be something incredible to experience. And I really hope that they do something of a big re-reveal to really get not only the fans going, but just the general public going and get them hyped, and, you know, have this big discussion about it. So yeah, I would like them to do it here. This is where I would most like them personally to do it, just for the sake of like the cycle of hype and everything. But again, not really a history of Kingdom Hearts being at the Game Awards. Square Enix kind of there a little bit, and just again, it's a Jeff Keighley event. I use that as a qualifier, but at the end of the day, really, it's just something to keep in mind. Yeah, Game Awards would be the best place for me, but also kind of 50-50. Not really a history to kind of go off of to really judge like, oh yeah, it's definitely going to be there. Let me look at some of the chat here. Maybe a state of play. We'll get to that in the next point here. Dragon Quest fans are hopeless. I feel bad for you, Dragon Quest fans. I mean, you're getting the 2D HDs, so you know, you're actually getting fed something. You know, be happy about that. We don't know if there's another state of play, blah blah blah. I just beat Sora and Riku's story in Chain of Memories finally. I've been replaying that game again because it's like, okay, time to give it like another try for like the 5th time. I follow all the instructions. I follow all of the guides to make it the best kind of experience that I can. Like, oh, here's the most goated deck. Here's all the best slights. I still don't like it. I'm sorry. I've tried everything, man. I've tried everything. It's just something's not clicking, man. It's just not there. I'm sorry. Sonic fans would disagree with you about hype level. Well, Sonic fans, they have a whole nother kind of community. They have a self-sustaining community. They could release no Sonic games for like 5 years, and that fan base would just be as active as it is now. That they have such a connection and such a devotion to that series, even when there's nothing there, and they don't have shame about it either. So Sonic fans, yeah, Sonic fans are crazy. I'm still playing Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. My first Kingdom Hearts game was the third. Interesting way to start off, but if you learn how to break the game, then it's easy. I learned how to break the game. I know how to break the game. It's still not fun for me. That's the important factor there, fun. Chain of Memories is not fun for me. It's just not. My sanctuary. I don't like it either, but I had to because I played all the games around. Yeah. I just keep on trying, man. I try to find the thing that really gets me in the mood to love that game. I just can't find it. Petition for Kingdom Hearts till Nomura's 90. They have a minimum retirement age for people in Japan, and Nomura's getting close to that age, so I don't think that's gonna work. This is gonna be let's see. Let me see here. Jared is up there as well. Sonic fans are furries. I've met some pretty respectable Sonic fans. Come on, don't put that name on them. There is a sizable amount who are. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think that all of them are. That's a generalization. I agree. It's hard it's hard until you break the game, then it's easy and no fun either. Yeah, you can either not have fun and hate the gameplay, or you can break the game and still not have fun. Surprise. Wait, is there a game show today? No. I was being a little clickbaity with the thumbnail. I will be frank about that. All right, back to the discussion. Back to the shit. Will it do it again with this one? Will it mess up? Because I will scream if you do. No. Good. All right, next up. Platform events. And what I mean by platform events is a Nintendo Direct, State of Play, Xbox presentation, things like that. So these, I want to fix this layer, not that layer. Oh my God, I hate Photoshop, guys. Don't use it. There we go. So yeah, a Nintendo Direct, State of Play, Xbox presentation, something like that. That's mostly where the industry is heading towards in terms of what reveals are happening at, because, you know, they're not time dependent. They can happen at any time and any place, and they don't cost that much to produce, and it's something they can kind of get quick out on the cheap. And a lot of people have been watching these events. And so I think that it's not as hype as like a Game Awards or Tokyo Game Show as those specific events. Those still have a lot of pull and a lot of weight. But these are still places where it could show up as well. I know everyone mentions State of Play. I think, you know, they don't really do that many exclusives nowadays. They don't show that many exclusives. And that, I mean, it's mostly exclusives, I believe, at the State of Plays. But still, I think that they show a lot of third-party stuff on there too that people just kind of want to advertise, because State of Play has kind of become a big thing now too, after they started it a few years ago. And so that would be a cool place for them to do it. You know, Square Enix is not going to be a platform exclusive developer or publisher anymore. They are shifting their gears to multi-platform development. They are making sure that they are prioritizing the wider reach for their games, as opposed to just having it exclusive on one platform, not selling that much and not making that much of a return. So I think that it, you know, since it's mostly like exclusive on there, maybe it's less of a chance, but still, they do show a lot of different stuff at these events. State of play, it would be most natural because that's definitely coming to PlayStation 5, Kingdom Hearts 4. So, that would be a place to do it. And it is mostly associated with PlayStation. It's not a PlayStation franchise by any means. It's kind of like half and half Nintendo in PlayStation. But it's definitely a place that it's associated with, and it would be hype for the people who are there to kind of see it. So, for sure, a state of play would be cool. A Nintendo Direct, if they're able to put that thing on a Nintendo Switch 2, which, I mean, it's running 7 Remake with compromises. So that it's now that it's running the Unreal Engine 5, that may make it a little bit harder, but maybe there's a way they can squeeze it out. As long as it's not a cloud version. In that case, don't even bother. It may be so hard that they just don't even want to bother with it, which that could definitely happen. It is capable of a lot, but maybe not enough for Kingdom Hearts 4. And so, yeah, a Nintendo Direct, that would be the craziest sight to see. That would be the coolest just kind of surprise reveal of that game. And the Xbox Showcase, they don't really do those that much. We only really pay attention to them at the Summer Games Fest kind of time. So, yeah. I don't think that a lot of people would be paying attention at that point. And Xbox is not really in a good place either, so yeah, no. So State of Play, Nintendo Direct, either one of those. Kind of less likely, but still likely nonetheless. It's something to where, they have a good relationship with these companies. They could definitely get their thing in there if they want to. Let me read some of the chat. Does anybody reckon we'll see a Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer D23 Expo 2025? There is no D23 Expo this year. For re-reveal, there's no way it'd be on Switch. I mean, I'd be surprised too. I just remember Jerry reporting on the rumors about Square having their own platform event. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that was accurate or not, or maybe he was just fed some misinformation some way. But that's something we'll get into the next point here. Remember when Kingdom Hearts fans freaked out when Jeff Keighley mentioned the word kingdom? Yeah. That's the state Kingdom Hearts is in right now. When someone mentions a word, we lose our shit. Will Square Enix still be developing the games? Yes, they will. They have the exclusive license too. Next year, Summer Games Fest. Please don't make me wait that long. Yeah, Kingdom... don't use that word in chat, please. Something better happened this year, I swear, or what? What? Finish that sentence. I don't think they want to show it early and make the same mistake. They already did that, buddy. It's too late. They did that. That's too late for that. Kingdom Hearts 4 Cloud Edition. I would literally jump off a bridge. I swear, if they reveal that game and it says live service anywhere in that joint, we're going to be a Sonic channel at that point. I'm dumping that. I'm sorry. I have morals, man. See me, quote me later. I may change my mind on that. That's a little bit too crazy, but yeah, I would be very, very disappointed at the very least. Xbox is not liked though. Gamers Joint's hilarious though. He is a hilarious guy. He is awesome. Jared is really cool. Hello, what's up, Kingdom Hearts fan? Hey, Chris, how you doing, man? When I saw the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer, I was so excited. The 6 years just flew by. Not for me. A period of my life was defined by the weight of that game. That almost killed me. Kingdom Hearts 4 is definitely coming to PlayStation and Xbox. Anything else is a maybe. PC, I think it will come out on PC. Since they're trying to go for that multi-platform development, and PC is bigger than ever at this point. I would be surprised if they didn't, honestly. I think most Kingdom Hearts players now, with the release of the collections on PC, I think most new Kingdom Hearts fans, at least, are on PC. And a lot of the fan base is on PC because of the mods and the different things that you can do now with that platform. So, I think it would be advantageous for them to release it on PC. Day one, at least. If that happens, welcome to the Sonic community. Hopefully I don't get too much furry porn in my DMs. PC over Xbox, I do agree. It sucks to say that Xbox, and I'm a big Halo fan, and it sucks to see what they did, not only to that series, but just the platform as a whole. I would be very shocked if the next Halo is a Xbox exclusive at this point. Right. Going on into the next topic. Since we're mentioning the gamers join a lot, we'll talk about this one next. Number 4, Square Enix presents. Hell yeah. Let me decrease the size of that text so we don't have dual lines. Hell yeah. Cool. Square Enix presents. This is kind of the same as the platform events, but just for Square Enix themselves. And I have a feeling that they might actually do this. Now, there's the rumors going around saying that they're going to do it. There was the one that said they were going to do it back in February. Didn't end up happening. But I still feel like they're going to do it because they have shifted their development priorities and their business priorities in recent years. And it's at some point it's going to cultivate to them having enough content to really show in one big kind of direct style Square Enix presents. And, you know, because we got Kingdom Hearts 4 being made, Dragon Quest 12 being made, and Part 3 going on in the background as well. So if they had one event where all of those projects were shown off at the same time, I think that would be incredibly hype. Like, that would be cool. That would be a monumentous event in RPG history right there, and I would be sat for that. So maybe when they have enough stuff to show for maybe not just Kingdom Hearts 4, but Dragon Quest 12 or a Part 3, depending on where that is in development. They said that development of that is going good, so we'll see. But I've honestly want them to kind of do like a Kingdom Hearts specific direct if they have enough content to show for that as well. Maybe not just Kingdom Hearts 3, but another project they're working on, maybe dropping the Switch native versions at that point, and another couple things, announcing some other things as well. Maybe the ultimate fate of Missing Link. I don't know. But yeah, I think a Square Enix business on Kingdom Hearts just on itself would be a very cool thing as well. But to have it packaged up with the other Square Enix kind of stuff when they're ready to show all that stuff off, I think that would be really cool too. So I think that this is something that I really want them to do. I still want them to be more at the Game Awards, to have a more big presence online, have more of a discussion, and, you know, have a more active community around it. I think if they drop the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer at like an event, overshadows everything else. Like, you could drop Half-Life 3 at the Game Awards, and people would still be talking just as much about the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer as they did with Half-Life 3. At least in my opinion. Maybe I'm a little bit biased since I'm a Kingdom Hearts guy. I don't know, but Kingdom Hearts trailers give you a sense of hype that is unmatched by anything else, for real. And so, you know, that's cool. But I think if they have a specific event for the fans saying, hey, we're going to show up a bunch of stuff here. This is going to be for y'all. You've been waiting for so long. Here's a whole bunch of stuff. I think that'd be really cool. I think that'd be really neat. Let me go to here. I'm hoping Kingdom Hearts 4 will be fun to play. I'm pretty sure it'll be fun to play. Kingdom Hearts is fun to play, regardless of what you're playing, except if you're playing Chain of Memories, and that one is not fun at all. Imagine Kingdom Hearts 4 3.5 final remix. What? You can watch my 3.5 video to learn more about that. Did Kingdom Hearts 3 come out on Xbox? Yes, it did. I actually played it mostly on Xbox, since I had an Xbox One X and I had a base PS4. And Kingdom Hearts 3 kind of runs Garbo on the base PS4. And Xbox One actually runs great. It had like almost 4K HDR and stuff like that. So yeah, played that on Xbox mostly. Call me a traitor all you want, but that's just the situation I was in. I like PlayStation better. That's your opinion. The Fable series is also on something though, but not the Telltale games. I haven't seen anything for The Wolf Among Us. I don't know much about those games. Does anyone know when the development for this game actually started? 2020. That's when like pre-production, like the idea started really forming for Kingdom Hearts 4 around then. PlayStation is better, but in my opinion, personal console is the Xbox Series S. I wanted to get one of those back in the day because of how cheap it was, and I heard it was a good emulation machine. It's kind of too late for that though. Imagine if Thanos the tank engine was a summon. I read that as Thanos the Tank Engine, not Thomas the Tank Engine. Thanos the Tank Engine? What did you have to sacrifice? My steam engine. Now that image is in my head. This is what I get for not wearing glasses. Now I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 1. A Square Presents would be amazing for a freaking Killer N. If they did a Killer N direct, that I don't think there would be a more toxic chat in the world than a Killer N direct. Please don't do that. For your own sake, please don't do that. Why was Missing Link canceled? Because Link actually went missing in the Echoes of Wisdom. Yo, what's up, Lands, bro? Welcome to the stream. We're having a fun time discussing Kingdom Hearts 4 and shit. How you doing, man? It's good to see reaction. Xbox 2 or 720. I wish they come out with 720, man. That would be... We would be on the Xbox 1080 at this point. That'd be kind of cool. The stage at any of the events would go in an uproar for Kingdom Hearts 4. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts has a power, man. That's really unmatched. It's good to see reaction commands are coming back for Kingdom Hearts 4. Yep, that's good to see as well. I noticed that. Imagine Star Wars and Kingdom Hearts 4. Well, you don't have to imagine because it is in there. I don't see what other thing that little foot in the corner could be. I hope they put Star Wars Kingdom Hearts 4. I really... Yo, now it doesn't matter which one is better. The state of Xbox is good. Doing good, and yourself? I'm doing well. I'm getting ready for Reconnect. Gotta start packing for that shit eventually. That's gonna be fun. Why did we never meet Sora's parents? Because they were slaughtered. They were taken out back in the lore prison, saying we don't need you anymore. Put them out of their misery. Sad to see. Yet we get absolutely nothing. So yeah, Square Enix Presents. I think that would be the best thing for me as a fan for them to do. But they haven't really done one in a while though, so it'd be a good opportunity to bring it back though. To have at least like a Kingdom Hearts 4 with a Dragon Quest 12 or a Part 3, whatever. Yeah. All right, now let's go to the final point here. Let's go to the final speculation part. The final place that it could be. And now, this is the place that I don't think anyone wants it to be at, but the more it goes on, the more I have a feeling that they're going to do it just because they can do it and they've done it before and it's done successful to them regardless of that. So what I kind of believe right now is the place Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to show up at again is a random Tuesday night. You're just going to drop it. No warning, no build up, no saying, hey, we're going to be here. No. So this is random Tuesday night. You're going to wake up one morning, the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer going to be out in the world. And you're just going to have to deal with it. Yeah. This one, I would not like it to be this, obviously. Because, you know, with Japan being so far ahead in their timing, it's so hard to be a Kingdom Hearts fan, keep up with news with that, because you have to stay up till 3 a.m. to kind of get the news on this. And I think that, you know, they've dropped just random drops of information for stuff before, specifically with like Missing Link and stuff like that. They dropped the announcement of the beta and the new trailer for that, just kind of out of the blue, saying, hey, this game's back and we're gonna have a beta. This game will definitely come out, don't you worry. And so, yeah, a random Tuesday night, I wouldn't be surprised if they did it. Part of me is thinking that it's likely because they've done it before. Those trailers did well, and they were able to get some stuff off that. But still, it would be very frustrating for the fan base. I think, and for a fan base wise, it would not be a good move because it would just add to more frustration. Like, hey, why didn't you just just tell us about this trailer beforehand. Why did you drop it like this? People would still be happy that the trailer dropped, but there would be a lot of just like, you made me get up at 3 a.m. randomly for this. But yeah, I think they've done random drops before, and it's done successful for them. Even for just a mobile game, Missing Link had a lot of views on it, a lot of hype. So if they decide to go ahead and do this, I would still get views. It would still get a lot of views and hype around it and discussion. And you know, they don't have to be at any of these events, because Kingdom Hearts hype is self-sustaining on its own. So they could go ahead and do this, and I don't think the world would be the wiser. You know what I mean? I think that it would be something to where, like, hey, we got, they would be a big flex, kind of like, yeah, we could just drop this trailer whenever and we can still get 1 million views in a day, you know, something like that. Again, I don't want this to be the case. I want there to be some build up. I want there to be some hype. I want there to be a gathering of people at one specific place to really either expect it to be at there, and have it be there, or telling us that it's there and having the hype build up and, you know, everyone getting excited about it. So would I prefer this? No, but is it somewhat likely? I feel like it's somewhat likely. A lot of people are saying July 13th, which would suck, because I'm going to be at Reconnect, and that is the last day of Reconnect. So if they drop a trailer while I'm at Reconnect and I have to do like a crappy reaction video to it, I would be low-key kind of pissed. Let me have my professional equipment around when the trailer drops, please. My God. You know. So yeah. You're looking too deep into the numbers, people. I think there's not really for a fan base just like, oh, thank God they actually did something cool like that, they would do like a 7/13, but I don't think there's any practical reason for them to do it. Is 7/13 a Sunday as well, isn't it? Yeah. So, and they don't usually drop news on Sunday for games. They usually drop it on like a Tuesday or a Friday or something. So yeah, I don't know about that. Let's see here. 5 in the grave. Just give up the community cage. 4 is done. I would be very groggy. Oh yeah. They would, to be honest. Yeah, they're this. I'm not predicting this. I don't want to say I'm predicting anything. If anything was to say like, oh, I have a good feeling about it, it would be these two up here. The Game Awards and Tokyo Game Show. That's what I would, you know, put money on, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, you know what? I prefer surprise on a random Tuesday night. You say that, and then you wake up at 3, I'm real groggy, and you're in a bad mood, and you go into work the next day or school the next day, and you're just destroyed. I'd like to see Frozen in the future mainline Kingdom Hearts game. A lot of people didn't like Frozen in Kingdom Hearts 3, so yeah. They would do it for the money, though. I think Kingdom Hearts 3 sold a lot of copies because of Frozen alone. Why are we hoping? Lol. I'm not hoping for this. I don't want to hope for a random Tuesday night, man. It makes my job so much harder. D23 Expo is a pretty good possibility. I don't think there's any D23 Expo happening this year. There's so many people saying D23 2025, but I think it's like a smaller event going on. There's like a just some smaller events going on. This Destination D23. I think that's a different thing. And I don't think they've ever had anything at those kind of events, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I don't know about D23. There's no D23 this year, Matt said earlier. Yeah. I like Kingdom Hearts 3. I like the Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC. I like it too. Yep, something will likely show up at D23. Whew. We gotta sit these people down. Sometimes you just gotta sit them down saying, hey, it's not happening, man. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I don't see Kingdom Hearts 4 getting as many trailer drops as Kingdom Hearts 3 did. They might leave some mystery to it. I mean, depending on how the game's structured, because they've been showing off a lot of the Quadratum and stuff like that, and it seems like that most of the game is going to be taking place there. But who knows? It could be like a big bait and switch. And like, we'll just be like, oh, it's like only like 5 hours of the game. What the hell? I don't think they do that though. No one Nomura has to be involved 7 or 13. a lot of the stuff that people draw from like hype announcements of Kingdom Hearts with like the numbers and shit, it's like schizophrenic levels of looking into the data. I mean, I'm sure that there's some points where he definitely does do that and that feeds into their delusions, but yeah, their Kingdom Hearts math is not meant for the Kingdom Hearts math is not meant for the faint of heart. Yeah, for sure. Maybe July 7th tomorrow. If they drop something tomorrow, man. I have the day off tomorrow, so maybe that would actually be kind of a good thing. Maybe, hey, do it tomorrow when I have time and I have convenience. Is there a Winter Japan one in 2026? There is one for sure in 2026 in America, but I don't know about Japan. Something tells me Expedition 33 will win Game of the Year this year. I heard a lot of good stuff about the game, haven't played it. What if they shadow dropped Kingdom Hearts 4 full game? They would never do that. There's too much. They need to have a full hype cycle for that. They would never do that. Hey, do you guys reckon there will be a demo for Kingdom Hearts 4 in 2025 or early 2026? They didn't drop a demo for Kingdom Hearts 3, at least publicly. So I don't know about that. Can't wait to get Kingdom Hearts 4 screenshots on in the holiday season. You guys ready for more screenshots? Are you guys ready for more screenshots? Because I am. It's like Christmas in July. More screenshots. Oh, man. Between getting nothing or something on a random Tuesday, honestly, yeah, I guess in terms of getting nothing and something, I guess we'll take what we can get at this point. Don't think we are going to get much. If we don't get a trailer by December, I'll be worried about the game's development. I wish they would just be communicative of what's going on, because something's going on. Something's going on. I don't know if they were. This is the development timeline that they were one to be on initially, and so I really wonder if whatever Nomura said at that orchestra event, like 2 years ago at this point, where he was like, oh yeah, something happened behind the scenes of Kingdom Hearts to kind of shake up the series. Still don't know what the hell that is. I'm wondering. I'm starting to think it's a negative thing now, because we have Missing Link getting canceled. Kingdom Hearts 4 nowhere to be seen. There's that. And also, just so you know, we wouldn't get those screenshots if Missing Link didn't get canceled. It was literally a consolation prize, nothing else. It was just to show that Kingdom Hearts as a whole is still alive. I'm starting to really think that they took those screenshots that day from the build that they had and just like, fuck it, just put it out. Think it has to do with Square's restructuring. There is that too. That's what I think is most likely about it. That's starting to look like the most likely scenario of what he was talking about there. But I mean, even Yoko Shimomura wasn't involved in it. She is a composer, so she doesn't know everything, but she's still heavily involved in the series. So for her to not know about it is kind of crazy. Subject X mystery might end being unraveled in depth. That's still the big mystery of going on there. Still many theories going on about that. What if they're only silent and not giving us too much of an update about the game, only for like a big surprise and reveal trailer? That's exactly what I think they're gonna do. What if everything is canceled? Kingdom Hearts is their third tentpole series. Unless there is just so much drama going on behind the scenes and it is in such a dire state, would they consider canceling it and maybe like rebooting the series at that point? Because they wouldn't let that series drop, I don't think. Nomura is getting close to retirement, sure, but he does have an outline, a plan of what to do going forward. Kingdom Hearts 4 is too much of a moneymaker for them to just kind of drop like that. I don't think it'd be canceled itself. Is bro working for Square Enix? No. I'm not working for Square Enix. I like to work with Square Enix, but can have everything, can we? Imagine Square is actually thinking of shutting down KH. No, they make the games are successful enough still to where they continue the series. And the fan base is still very active. It's active enough to where they can justify doing it. Unless Disney has something to say about it, which I don't think is going to happen again. They're kind of letting them do their own thing over there. They just kind of have input on the Disney aspects of it. Kingdom Hearts 4 makes them money. They won't cancel it. Well, exactly, yeah. Back to what's going on here. So that's the 5 things that I see them doing. One, Tokyo Game Show. big place for them to do a big re-reveal. Usually start a big marketing cycle for their games around Tokyo Game Show. So this would be a great place to really show that off. And if they really want to start the marketing, if there's like a 2026 release, they can do it here. Game Awards, even bigger stage. That is the biggest eyes for everyone to see. And so they could have a really big reveal, have everyone go crazy about it. That would be kind of the most talked about reveal of the night. Unless there's like a Half-Life 3 or something, but still, there would be kind of an equal conversation. Platform events, they usually show exclusives there. Square Enix is not really doing that much exclusives anymore. They do show some third-party stuff there, though, so it's still on the cards. Square Enix presents, this would be the best fan way of getting stuff out there for the fans. It would be a big reward, a big treat, saying, hey, you waited this long, here's a bunch of information about it. You know, a reward for being patient. A Square Enix presents to have a really fan-based event. And a random Tuesday night, they got the balls, they can do it. Kingdom Hearts is big enough to where they can just drop it and everyone would be talking about it. And, you know, we'll just wake up one day and it's there. So, yeah, that's my thing. And that's all dependent if it's coming out this year. You know, there's still that possibility. That's, you know, it feels more likely every day now that is gonna, you know, drop at some point next year, maybe. Again, it's all really based on what you interpret the right time to be. You know, we'll re-reveal it when the time is right. So what that right time be, I don't know. What they mean by that, I'm sure, is that when they're ready to show it. And I guess that was not now. So yeah, we may have to wait a little bit longer for it. Yeah. Sucks that we have to be in this situation though. Even if Cage 4 would be the last game, they'd have to release Cage Missing Link because it's an important part of the lore. I have a whole video kind of discussing that as well. I think they might want to turn it into a movie, the cutscenes that they made for that game. Yeah. That would be the most economical thing for them to do. All right. Now for the second part of the evening, we're going to speculate on what the trailer is going to be itself. We're going to speculate on like 3 minutes, maybe max, of possible footage of this game whenever it comes out. You know, maybe they do a big long trailer. I don't know, man. Just whatever. But we're going to do a little bit. We're going to have a little bit of fun with it. We're going to have a little bit of fun with that. Bam. We're going to be playing some bingo. We're going to be playing Kingdom Hearts 4 bingo. And, well, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting our hopes and possibilities for what could be in a Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, and we're just going to fill the slots. So we're going to go point by point, things that I kind of want to see in Kingdom Hearts, things that y'all want to see in Kingdom Hearts, and yeah. Well, I'll be making some bingo cards for us today, and we're gonna have some fun. After chugging my Celsius. All right, let's go. All right. So firstly, we have the bingo in the slot in the middle, you know, obviously with the trailer being out, you know, that's the trailer itself right there. That's the free spot for everybody. So I'm going to put these in random locations just to make it, you know, a little bit more of a bingo fun time. All right. First up, we got, what do I want to start off with? What's the first thing that I really want to see in a Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer? Let's start off with the obvious. Star Wars. And let's make it double space this time. Let's fit in these boxes. All right. And we're going to make it center focused. Yeah. Boom. And then we're going to go bam. I'll put that in the corner. Fuck it. Star Wars. I really want to see Star Wars in this thing. Again, I think it's really hard to interpret what that little thing in the corner of the screen in the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer was, other than an ATST Walker foot. That is what I think. That is what that is. I think it's like 99% confirmed. That's what that is. And I think that if they want to do a big re-reveal of this game, Star Wars got to be it. Star Wars got to be the thing. It's got to be in there. It's going to be the most talked about thing ever. That or like a Marvel, if they're going to do like a Marvel thing as well. So, yeah. That would be my first space that I really want to see. I think Star Wars a Star Wars has so much influence in Kingdom Hearts that it's not even funny. And a lot of people say they don't want Star Wars in Kingdom Hearts. Well, like, well, buddy, basically you're already playing it. You're basically already playing Star Wars in Kingdom Hearts because Star Wars has so much DNA in Kingdom Hearts. And so I just want that inspiration to come full circle, man. I think that would be a really cool thing. I think they would have, and I would say just like world reveal, but I think they have to reveal a world for the game in the next trailer, because I think that they did mention that there's going to be Disney Worlds in this game. They haven't mentioned how they're going to operate, but they will be there, and there'll be fewer of them. Still be there though. So yeah, I think that they need to do something big for that, and that's one of those. So let's kind of go through some other possible worlds here that I might go through. Let's go ahead and what do you mean there's no layers selected? Fuck you. Let's fix it. Cool. So next up we'll go here, I guess. Marvel. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my Marvel girl. Now it's Marvel would be interesting because, you know, there's so much stuff they could do with Marvel. Marvel is not just one singular thing, of course. There's so many superheroes and so many universes that they could do, not just the MCU, but the comic books as well, with their own specific universes for each superhero. So they could maybe choose from a cavalcade of superheroes and really focus in on one and make that the world, like a Spider-Man world or something like that. I don't know how they would do that in the Kingdom Hearts framework, but I'd be on board. It's like a Thor or something like that because of the swing and hammer and stuff, with the melee attacks and stuff. I think that'd be a cool way to implement that. But yeah, like a Marvel or something like that. So let's do another one here. This one could be fun to discuss. And I'll just be general with this one. Live action remake. I'll put that on the other line there. So I'm just going to put this here because it could be any live action remake that they could put in Kingdom Hearts 4. They really could dive into the, you know, aesthetics that they're going for with Quadratum, with the stuff going on in that section of the game, and use that to springboard a bunch of live action Disney movies. They're not the most well received in terms of fan reactions. They make a lot of money at the box office, don't get me wrong, but fan base wise, not that popular. But for just the aesthetics of Kingdom Hearts that they're going for, they could make it match like that with like some live action remakes of like maybe Cinderella, Little Mermaid, Lion King, definitely not Snow White. That would be a bad decision there. Lilo and Stitch, something like that, an actual like Lilo and Stitch world, that'd be cool to see. I don't like that movie for what they did to that ending. I won't spoil it here, but what a butchering there. But that thing made so much money. And I'm sure, you know, at this point, with the way development goes, they've already decided the world's like a long time ago. So maybe they're stuck with whatever they've got and they made a decision a long time ago about that, and that's how they're doing it. But, you know, around the time that Kingdom Hearts 4 started development, like 2020, something like that, live action remakes were the thing. They're going to start doing less of them. At least, like, I guess they're going to hone in on some specific ones. Because Lilo and Stitch made so much money, they're making a sequel for that. So, you know, that again, it's just purely for the aesthetics of the Kingdom Hearts worlds, and things like that. Let me read some of the chat here. I haven't read it in a while. Treasure Planet deserves a spot. Everyone, that would be a big fan win right there for everyone. Star Wars also influenced the DBZ Namek saga. I've been wanting to get into DBZ, but I've not. I've watched the first saga of it, but I've not gotten further than that. Yeah, it'll probably be late 26. It'll probably take 26 years because 13 plus 13. Kingdom Hearts math. Not now. Don't do the Kingdom Hearts math right now, man. I'm not ready. Imagine they add Marvel. Zootopia and Inside Out. Get out of here, mosquito. Let's not focus on Kingdom Hearts. You're in the wrong stream, buddy. Playable Disney characters. Ooh, I might actually add that. Well, we do know that we're playing as Mickey, so maybe we'll probably skip out on that. I don't mind if they put a world of Red in Kingdom Hearts 4. I think Sora fighting Me Mother when she is a big red angry panda. I've been wanting to watch that movie. I haven't got around to it yet. 101 Dalmatian sequel. So let me go for the other one. Let me do a little bit more general for the other one too. Let's go here. Returning world. And so just any world that's been in Kingdom Hearts before, whether that be like a Aladdin, 101 Dalmatians, you know, anything before the, you know, Kingdom Hearts 4 came out, some of those returning worlds. I'll just put that as a kind of blank slate there that will continue going towards, and we will continue to see our favorite characters like that. And that includes like Frozen, newer movie. Why am I blanking on something? Big Hero 6, things like that. So returning world, I could definitely see that happening. Or Olympus, which is has been confirmed technically. How? I would love to see that come back, especially the Olympus Coliseum, but has that been confirmed? I don't know. Yeah, Imagine My Precious, Lord of the Rings reference. Atlantis. Oh, that's another big, that's a deep dive right there, though. It's a kind of that'd be a big win for big Disney fans of the more obscure movies. But what if Donald and Goofy playable? Well, that's under playable Disney characters, but we do know we're playing as Mickey. So let's get out of the worlds for a second and get into some of the gameplay elements. D, for spacing wise, I'll just say D and G playable. So that trailer was hinting towards that. The trailer was indicating that we may be doing something with them. We do know we're playing as Mickey. The screenshots have confirmed that. We don't know exactly in what capacity, but we are playing as the mouse man himself. But playing as Donald Goofy would be also really cool too. Whatever they're doing with Hades in that dark void or whatever the hell they're at in the trailer. That would be really cool to see as well. It would be kind of a full circle moment as well, kind of playing as all these Disney characters in Kingdom Hearts 4 with all that build up over years of games. So Donald Goofy playable, that would be a cool thing to see, in my opinion. What's another thing? Here, let me kind of look at the chat. Donald Goofy looking for Hades, yeah, that would be it. I think they would get Disney Worlds that we will play Donald Goofy because they're searching for Sora. It really depends on how they're going to do the worlds in this game. Like, if they're going to do the Disney characters themselves doing the Disney worlds, this would definitely be that. If they're going the other way, it'll be a live action remake with Marvel or Star Wars or something like that. Mary Poppins, that's a good one. No, that's an old movie right there. That would be say for a BBS or something. What about Encanto? Do you think Encanto will be in Kingdom Hearts? That would be a cool thing to see. I have a whole other live stream that I did with Prodigy XCD a few weeks ago, where we talk about our most wanted and most requested, most likely worlds for Kingdom Hearts 4. It was a good stream. You should check that out as well to more see of that discussion. We have to see how the training. You have to see how the training with Kairi and Aqua is going. Yeah. And also keep in mind, this is what we're going to be seeing in the trailer specifically. So this is specifically what they'll reveal in the trailer when they show it off. This is just a wide kind of gamut of what they might see. This is why we're playing bingo, because it really could end up being anything. So let's see. How would I word that? I would probably just say, other original characters playable. And that would be just I like Kyrie, Aqua, you know, some of the old organization members like Lee, Syax, not Syax, Isa, sorry. And you know, other key Sokka characters like Alushu, something like that. If they do put some of Missing Link's elements into Kingdom Hearts 4, whatever the hell they'll end up doing with the corpse of that. So, you know, original characters being playable, showing that off in there. Maybe they could have like the first part of the trailer showing off what Sora's doing and all that kind of stuff, and then go into the second part of the trailer showing off original characters being playable and doing their own adventures and stuff like that. Like you said here, Kyrie and Aqua being trained. So yeah, I would expect them to kind of show off all aspects of the game in that case. And you know, I will say that the trailer, not the trailer, the screenshots that we were shown back last month did look trailer-esque, with that rumor that it was, oh yeah, it's definitely from the trailer side. Just looking at it as a baseline, they do look like they're from a trailer, especially with like the cinematic shots and stuff. So I would not be surprised that if that was from the trailer, and we'll get to see, you know, the other universe being playable, and, you know, we'll get to play some of the other original characters on the side, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that would be a definite bingo strike right there. Let me save this while we're here. Let me get out of there so you don't see my files real quick. Hold on. While I save this. Bingo. Cool. Now back to bingo. Let me turn the fan on real quick. Starting to get hot up with this motherfucker. Apologies if there's a noise from it. I am just getting too damn hot. Tron Ares, even if that didn't come out, that I don't know how long that movie's been in production. That it probably does coincide with the development of Kingdom Hearts 4. So I could definitely see that happening. No cartoon worlds. Have they ever done a Disney Channel world? It was said by the creator of Gargoyles that they were going to do a Gargoyles world in like Kingdom Hearts 1 or something like that, and they didn't end up doing it. So maybe they could revisit that. Well, the shows though aren't really that much important anymore, at least like the animated ones, because of the Disney Plus push and all that. So yeah, I don't know. Lilo and Stitch sequel. That just started work on, so I don't think they would put that in there. All right. What could be next? Let me go ahead and get this one out of the way. Oh, nope. We're going to go over here. We'll go on the very bottom here. New. Not with the capital E. New character. They might show off a new character altogether for the game. You know, we're going to meet a whole bunch of new characters and new faces in Quadratum. We're going to be in a whole different universe, so he's going to be interacting with a whole bunch of new friends and foes. And so a whole new character being shown. Maybe we'll get a fully original character that we haven't seen before, and that's purely existing in Quadratum. Or maybe they might pull from the Key Saga a little bit, maybe show like a Brain or maybe a relative, like something with Strelitzia, something like that. Yeah, I think that we might get some new original character shown in the trailer, get people hyped for that, show how much the lore aspect is going to be involved in this. Just Timeless River, but I don't count that. Aladdin, Doctor Who, and Kingdom Hearts, Imagine. And Hercules and Birth by Sleep 2, I think. Fun fact, Kingdom Hearts 2 was the first ever video game I ever played. It was... that's a hell of a way to start off with. Kingdom Hearts 2 is the first RPG I ever played. Maybe Sora's mom or dad. Hey, we never saw them. So, you know, they could count as original characters, I guess, if you really wanted to take deep into the weeds of that. Yeah. Seeing more of the build command. Oh, yeah. Let's put that on there, too. Maybe this will be kind of a freebie. Build command. What I'm seeing some stuff on what exactly that is. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure it may be like a new kind. It's a new kind of command, of course, but it may be like a transformation kind of thing. Maybe you could combine different abilities together to create a whole new ability, and that's what they mean by build. But I'm really excited to see what that is, because the transformations that they showed in the trailer and what they kind of showed in that screenshot are kind of insane. So if that is what the build feature is kind of leading up to, man, I would love to see more of that in there. I think it's kind of guaranteed in there, so maybe that's kind of another free space right there. That would get you closer to Mingo. I think we have a whole full line here now if we go that way. Yeah. So if you have all this in here, hey, you got a bingo. Congratulations. I love for Aladdin, the King Thieves come back. Imagine if Kingdom Hearts 4 was rated MA for strong violence. They would never. Kingdom Hearts, Disney would be like, rework that game right now. They would not let that happen. What if Sora's mom is a Union Cross character? That would be kind of cool. A little reveal right there. If it's man, I already forget her name. I feel so bad. I already forgot her name. Elrena, is that right? No, that's Larxene. What? I'm just speculating. Future Warrior. Yeah, sorry, I was a little bit clickbaity with that thumbnail. Gotta get people on the stream, man. I'm a YouTuber. That's part of the job. Why am I always free? It's press que is what they call it, right? Where it's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't remember it. Not sure. Let's see. It's the missing link girl. Red. Everyone thought was Kyrie's grandmother. Is this Kyrie's grandmother? Dude, is this Kyrie's grandmother? What if Sora's mom is Ava? That would be kind of sick. That would be a weird. How much farther back does Union Cross take place? Do they have a year scale for that? Because that would be that would take a while. I know you're just kidding, but now you gotta be thinking about that. That would be an interesting thing to say. There's gonna be so many dinner memes if she showed up. Oh, I would be the first one showing it, and I'd be posting ones every single day. I'd be on that shit. Do you think they're gonna bring back Haley Joel Osment in Kingdom Hearts 4? They can't. They can't not have Haley in there. It was horrible what he did. It was absolutely horrible what he did. But it's not something that he can absolutely not recover from. He can recover from this. And plus, he's a voice actor, so he's not really the face. You know, he's mostly associated in the public with Sora. But since he's a voice actor, it's not as much as he would be with like a regular actor or something like that. So it's something he can recover from. And plus, the decision to change voice actors, I think, would be more controversial than it would be otherwise. So I don't think they should do that. Do you think they're gonna bring? I already read that. Theories. Felicia is Kyrie's ancestor. Kyrie's grandmother stuck that stupid fairy tale in my head ever since I kept hearing it. Even if TV show, I would love to see Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls in Kingdom Hearts. That'd be kind of sick. Just to have that art style on there, that would be go crazy. I can definitely say that Star Wars is a close confirmation. And can we please get some FF representation? Okay. You're gonna get FF representation because Versus 13 is gonna be baked into the DNA of this game. This game's basically Versus 13 in another coat of paint. So you're gonna get that. And I understand that people like having the Final Fantasy characters in there. And being really deep into the lore of that. And you know, they do serve a purpose in the Kingdom Hearts lore. But I just think that if you want to play a Final Fantasy game, play a Final Fantasy game. Kingdom Hearts is not a Final Fantasy game. It's a Disney game with Final Fantasy elements. And I just think that the fact that some people think that it ruined the whole game for them, I think that's just a little bit hyperbolic. Like again, if you want to play a Final Fantasy game, play a Final Fantasy game. But we'll go ahead and put that as one of the spaces here. FF characters. I should have used that other space to fill that in, but fuck it, we're on this wave. Anyways, yeah, they could definitely bring back Final Fantasy for this, especially since they're using a lot of Versus 13's basis for this game. So I can absolutely see that happening. So we'll go ahead and make that a space. We don't need them, but I like them there. Of course, I like having them there. It's not that I hate having them there. Don't get it twisted. I love having them there. It's just that it's not the most important thing in the game, and not having them there doesn't ruin the entire experience. Yeah. It's not something to where it just ruins everything. Noctis from 15. I mean, the ending, Yuzura's secret ending, was a 15 versus 13S kind of thing. So, you know, maybe Yuzura will fill in that slot. Let's go ahead and put that in there as well. Mr. Yozora. Mr. Yozora himself. Mr. Which Sprouse twin played him? I think it was Cole, right? I'm pretty sure that's right. Yes, that is true. I remember that. Yuzura, he's an important part of this game. They have to show him at some point again. And I'm assuming he's going to be in the trailer. We'll go ahead and give him a spot. And I like to think that Yuzura is going to be maybe like not the antagonist, because that's clearly going to be the Master of Masters and whatever he's up to, but maybe like a partner at some point. Maybe like they're at odds at the beginning or something like that, and then they grow to the point where they have to work together and they become friends and all that stuff. Something like that. Riku will definitely, I think, have a role to play in that as well, because that's what we saw in the Kingdom Hearts 3 secret ending. He was in Quadranum a little bit as well. So I still wonder what all that's about, why Riku's there. We'll probably get an explanation for that in Kingdom Hearts 4, but still wondering about that. Hey, lowkeymatt, do you reckon that we'll bring Twilight Town back? That would be really cool to see in the Unreal Engine 5. To have that kind of vibe in the coming back. I felt stupid today. Well, I was remembering how stupid I was back in the day, because I remember being so adamant that Twilight Town was the town that Destiny Islands is connected to. For the longest time, I thought Twilight Town was Destiny Islands, the place where everyone on Destiny Islands goes to. And I always thought that because in the cutscenes for Kingdom Hearts 2, they have the Twilight setting for the Kairi cutscenes off of Destiny Islands. I always thought that because for that reason. That's not true. There's reasons why that's not true. You know, there's a mountain there's a big mountain over the top of everything, and that's, you know, kind of obscuring it, and maybe behind that mountain's Twilight Town. Who knows? But yeah, it's separated as a different place on the world map, and also, you know, there's no indication that it's connected at all. But I remember thinking like that. I don't think they've ever confirmed that, but I think it's pretty much confirmed. But anyways, back to the original point. Yuzura in Kingdom Hearts 4, I expect him to be there at some point, and if they want to do a big drop, they put him back in the trailer. I think there might be accessory customization since Sora is wearing a smartwatch. I wonder what that smartwatch is going to be. The Incredibles world. That'd be a really cool world to see. Going back to worlds, I guess. Let me see. So this might fall under returning worlds. We'll maybe fill in 2 slots here, but let's go ahead and put another one here. Just get in the right spot, please. Okay, let's go to here. Pixar. A Pixar world getting revealed for the game. It's something to where my favorite worlds in Kingdom Hearts 3 were Toy Box and Monsters Inc. and all that stuff. I think that Pixar coming back would be a really good idea. They were involved in the development of Kingdom Hearts 4 in those worlds. And so having them back at the helm again, having some more Pixar worlds like Incredibles, or a returning world like a Toy Story or Monsters Inc., something like that, I would be on board with that too. So a Pixar world, you know, with the prettiness of the Unreal Engine 5, bring freaking Coco in there. Having that world in... just melt my eyes right now. My eyes are melting just from the thought of it. So yeah, please make that come back. That would be really cool to see come back. Yeah, Pixar World. That'd be really cool to see. Pokemon Legends ZA World. Kingdom Hearts is a Nintendo friend. They need to have Nintendo Kingdom Hearts. I mean, that's Smash Brothers technically. But like an actual like single player like RPG kind of Nintendo where you go to different Nintendo worlds. That would be fucking sick. Maybe the Smash Brothers movie would fill that void. Looking at, hey Matt, one of the worlds I'm definitely hoping for is Treasure Planet. Treasure Planet is just people are begging for Treasure Planet, man. That is the world that people are wanting. Square Enix, listen up, man. You got people begging over here. Oswald Rabbit appearance. Their whole wave of Oswald, bringing that back, I don't think that was successful. So I don't know if they'd bring him back again after such a long time. What if the Masters that? What if it was the Masters that gave you Zora the task of save Sora? Ooh, that's a cool theory right there. I'd love to hear about that. I would love to see a Wally world. We're going to Wally World. That's an old reference there. You gotta be old to understand that reference. Old like me. We're going to Wally World. Donald could be Mickey's nobody. Oh, no, Oswald could be Mickey's nobody. Oh, that would actually be so sick. I want that now. That's actually a really cool idea. I want that now. Toy Story 4 and Kingdom Hearts 4. I guess they can make that work. I don't like Toy Story 4. I like Toy Story 4 without the Toy Story 5 existing. And I like Toy Story 3 without Toy Story 4 existing. I think they just have to keep that franchise going. I want to know what the hell happened between 4 and 5 to have Woody come back. Because he's clearly shown in the materials as being part of the gang again. Like, what happened? That legit pisses me off. I can make a whole another video essay about why that just pisses me. We don't even see that. We have some renders that came out today for Toy Story 5, but just as a basic concept in of itself, the fact that he's back is just almost a non-starter for me. That's something to think. That's something to kind of chew on. If Pixar movie ends up, I'd like to think it'd be like either Cars or Coco. Are you ready for a Car Sora? Are you ready for Car Sora? Are you mentally prepared to understand what that entails? Car Sora? I don't know if you are, man. They were going to do something in Kingdom Hearts 3. The leak kind of showed that. But again, they didn't do it. Maybe because we're not mentally prepared for Cars Sora. Leave a ka-chow in the chat if you're about it, though. Inside Out, Wreck-It Ralph. I'd love to have Inside Out, man. That would be really cool. Nintendo Hearts, Birth by Kirby. Birth by Kirby. I don't think you want to have a Birth by Kirby. That's not a fun experience. Toy Story was the most requested world now. It's Treasure Planet. I would say it's in the top 5 for sure. Treasure Planet. Did I go down to the bottom here? Okay. I want to get Kyrie some love. By the way, no Melody in Memory didn't count. She was basically just given like a little cameo, and Melody in Memory there at the end. Yeah. Moana Inside Out would be perfect. Mom, Monster Masters of Lucia could appear. They don't have Wreck-It Ralph in Kingdom Hearts 3. Well, actually, let me keep on going here. We got some kerchows in the chat. We got people wanting Car Sora. Let's go. Wally could be background character that ends up in Quadratum, kind of like the Stitch in Radiant Garden. I guess. Imagine if Sora necklace had magic abilities. Imagine if that smartwatch had magic abilities. That Fitbit can do some crazy shit, man. Let me tell you what. Final Fantasy World. Maybe they're going for more Final Fantasy vibe. A car with a crown on it. That's probably what they do. Maybe if they have like the ways of getting the crown in Kingdom Hearts 4, you have Kingdom Hearts Car Sora with the crown. Oh man, Cars Donald is very angry. Cars Donald, oh, that's even more cursed. Final Fantasy World is literally Radiant Garden. Yeah, basically. Zootopia Sora. We had a speculation on what he would be. You know, it would be cool to have Lion Sora, like actual Lion Sora from the original concept for Kingdom Hearts 1 come back. Having that Lion Sora, that'd be a cool thing to see. But yeah, I don't know what that would entail either. How would a car saver even work gameplay wise? Okay, I was told some information about this. From what I was told, cars in Kingdom Hearts 3 was not really a world per se. It was more of just like a, hey, you can stop here and do some things here and there, and you know, it's kind of like a 100 Acre Wood kind of thing, and like an equivalent of that. And so, you know, maybe they're gameplay wise, maybe they don't have much with it. He hit him with his rear. He can rear end them. That's what he could do. He could rear end them. If Square Enix and Disney teamed up, we'd probably get Sora and Hyrule. I mean, they teamed up before in the past. I mean, I think Square Enix helped with the remake of Mario RPG, if I'm not mistaken. That could be there. Anyways, back to the list. Let's add another slot here. I want to duplicate, please. Thank you. Lucio. Have Lucio come back. Have more of his lore come back, because they got to tell what's going on with him. Well, let me expand on that. Lucio, Black Box. Have the Black Box come back, man. We still need to know what's going on with that. We're still kind of in the dark on that. So have Lucio and not just Lucio Black Box, Lucio and Black Box. Have that show up in the trailer, not fully reveal what it is exactly. I think the prevailing theory right now is that the, you know, sleeping world or data world of Daybreak Town, stuff like that, is it's what's in the box. That's the one that makes most sense to me. But, you know, some more teases as to what's going on with that box for the Lucio and stuff like that. Have him maybe show up in Quadrant in some way. Sora in the Amazing Digital Circus. I don't know what that is. Raya and the Last Dragon. I didn't see that movie. Well, it's technically a Final Fantasy world, just has characters from it, though. Well, I guess you mean maybe it's not a Final Fantasy world, but it's where the Final Fantasy characters hang out, inhabit, you know, do their shit. So it's a Final Fantasy world for all intents and purposes. The return of young Xehanort. They kind of finished his saga up there. I don't know if they'd bring young Xehanort back. Maybe. Lowkeymatt. Oh, Luxord's card could turn the tables. But they still need to reveal who Luxord is, and who have they not revealed their final name? I think it's just Luxord and Demyx at this point, right? Who they haven't revealed who they actually are. They have to be connected to the Key Saga in some way, I believe, because that's basically the backstory for the next saga of Kingdom Hearts. You know, whatever goes on in that game, and that's why they need to have that story available in some way. Why'd you take that down from the store? I know maybe it was costing too much to have that staying on a server somewhere, but it couldn't have been that much. Come on. Maybe it's just because they weren't making money off of it. They couldn't really justify keeping it up there. I don't know. And also just the mobile games, they're getting away from that, so maybe that's also something as well. Have Kairi be playable. That would be the coolest thing ever. Having Kairi be playable in Remind was such a awesome feature. Disney villains return as a boss fight. Since we're going back to Disney World some way, you know, Disney villains will obviously return, so yeah, kind of obvious. Better yet, what about Data Sora in the Amazing Digital Circus? Amazing Digital Circus is that new kind of web series, right? That I see memes about. I don't know. Theory, it's in the box. There is an explanation of what the old Skylight Kylums and Sigmar said. I hope you like long stories. Maybe. I'm not good at Kingdom Hearts theories, guys. I'm not too much of a lore guy myself. You know, I'm more of a casual enjoyer of the lore. I like the gameplay for the most part of Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, I do have one theory though about Kingdom Hearts that is like a big thing. I would have to invest a lot of time in it and make like a big video about it. But basically, Kingdom Hearts, I made a short on this once, just kind of briefly explaining it. Kingdom Hearts is a video game. I mean, obviously, yes, but like Kingdom Hearts exists as a video game in of itself in another universe in Quadratum, and the events that we have play out are from the perspective of a Sora in real life, and the Sora that we're playing in Kingdom Hearts 4 is that Sora who has been in control, assuming our role of controlling Sora all this time, if that makes sense. I also had a theory like way back in the day that like it takes place in the Tron universe as well. That's another thing I get into, and like or I guess more specifically, Kingdom Hearts is an MMORPG in this universe, like a Disney MMO, all that kind of stuff. It may have been discussed earlier, but how epic will it be to have another Darth Vader fight? I'm gonna leave that in the trailer. This starts the Star Wars slot right there, but that would be really cool to see. Is Datasaur from Coded still alive? I believe he is. I think that thing is still alive. I think it's still going. Don't quote me on that though. All right. What is another slot that we could put in this bingo card? Having fun with bingo today. So let's say I'm trying to think here. I'm trying to dig into my data mix of something that's kind of like original that we've not kind of discussed here. Let's see here. I'll put Scala at Kylum on here because that's still important to the lore. So they need to show that off at some point. So maybe showing off Scala at Kylum again. I think I spelled that right. Card gameplay, no. Missing link connections. Oh yeah, well let me put that on here. Sorry, Scala at Kylum, you're gonna get a really brief mention. Missing link, as the Smash Brothers announcer says. Missing link. They got to bring it back some way. They got to bring it back somehow. Maybe they're gonna put it in Kingdom Hearts 4 and show it off in the trailer, and that's what they'd be showing here. Yeah. I think that would be a really good way to confirm, like, hey, Missing Link's not dead. Missing Link is still alive in some way, shape, or form. VCast final mix. Oh, that would be cool to say. But again, if you saw the video that I posted yesterday, you would know that I think that Missing Link needs to come back as like a movie. Just the most economical way of doing it, because I think if they insert it in Kingdom Hearts 4, it would just be a bad pacing decision, because I think they already have switching between universes, it seems like, in the game itself, because we've seen Quadratum Sora and then we've seen Mickey Mouse in some library, and the other universe, it looks like that's where that is. So I think that inserting another thing in there on top of it would be bad for overall pacing of the game, and it'd be kind of weird. But if that's what they end up doing, I guess they could show that in the trailer and, you know, saying, hey, Missing Link's back in this case. Woo! Not my personal, you know. It sucks that it had to. I would just love for it to come out as it was, but that's just not going to happen, unfortunately. You know, I've accepted that at this point. I think Mickey was in Scala at Kylum in one of those few screens. It's either Scala or Hollow Bastion library. I've seen people be adamant that it's definitely Scala at Kylum's library, or it's definitely Hollow Bastion's library. So I don't know who to believe at this point. I have been fucking gaslit into believing so many different things, and then it turns out not to be true. Please help me. Play Zelda Link won't be missing. Play Zelda Link won't be missing anymore. Hey, Missing Link people, there's your solution right there. Just play Zelda. You could find the Missing Link at that point. Whenever whether they like it or not, they have to make Missing Link. It's too much important. It wouldn't make any sense to make a movie about it without a collection. That's what I was saying. Like, they got to release a Quickie 3.5. Like, hey, add some more stuff into Kingdom Hearts 3, maybe like a ray tracing, some more keyblades, or other things like that. Just throw that in there. And melody memory, we haven't gotten that out on Steam. Put that in there too. Bam, you got a 3.5 collection, and you got money in the bank. So and I think, everyone's saying, oh, we want Missing Link to be its own single player console game. Do you really? Because I don't think you do. Would you be willing to wait another 2 years or something for Kingdom Hearts 4 in that case? Because they'll have to take up that time to work on Missing Link, the game, and stuff like that. Would you be willing to sacrifice that in order to get what you want? Because I don't know if you would. I don't know if you would. I don't know if you would. It would be nice. Of course, it'd be nice, but you'd have to make some sacrifices to make it work. And I remember back when, Missing Link was all missing and stuff, and we were making jokes, and all that stuff, and everyone was thinking like, it's being missing because it's being turned into a console game, and that was just group delusion. The biggest case of like group delusion I've ever seen. Like, there was no evidence of that was being the case. It was just pure fan speculation and pure fan hope that turned into like rumors. Holy crap, bro. I know you wanted that, but like, goddamn. Yin Sid told Mickey to go to Skull Column at the end of Melody. Yes, he did. That is true. Maybe this is just me, but I get the feeling that Sora won't have Donald and Goofy with him for most of the, or slash whole of the game, and the only party members he'll have will be in the form of worlds he visits. It depends on if he has more friends that he finds in Scarlet Asylum. That might be a hard pill to swallow for a lot of fans if he gets a lot of new friends along the way like that. So have to wait and see. Missing Link, its own game in the same way as BBS Zero. They were already working on 0.2 because that was supposed to be the prologue of Kingdom Hearts 3, 0.2. And so they already had something going for that, and they're like, oh, fuck it, we'll just make it its own game at this point and put a collection around it too. So the Missing Link, though, was a mobile game that had a GPS system around it, and I don't think that would translate well to it. They'd have to redesign that whole game. So, yeah, no, I don't think that'd work. Maybe show some summons. Yeah, sure, let's put that in there. We're slowly filling the list here. Maybe we could get some summons from different worlds, maybe some returning ones. They could make it work somehow. Maybe there's like a link to the other universe that he has, and he can bring some of his friends over like that, and maybe use some of the Disney summons or some like original summons for all that kind of stuff. Do you believe Silksong? No, they just showed off Silksong for the Xbox showcase. That game is still very much alive. Yeah, with a whole different universe, stuff like that, they'd have to change up how that works. So with maybe just having live action stuff or just completely different stuff that hasn't been in the series before for summons. But yeah, they could definitely show that in there. Kingdom Hearts Union Cross Dark Road returned because you can download it from the site. You can? Is that like an Android thing? You can't download web stuff, web or apps from websites on Apple. So is that like an Android thing that I'm not aware of? Hey, have you guys watched HMK or the Gamers Joint? I've been watching them since I was the teenager. I think HMK was the first other Kingdom Hearts YouTuber I discovered right after Kingdom Hearts 3 got announced. And then Skyward Wing and stuff like that. I remember seeing the Jared's come up. There was a time before Jared. There was a time before the Gamers Joint was the biggest Kingdom Hearts YouTuber. Believe it or not, those were interesting times. It was originally supposed to be in 0.5 as the whole different game and story. New outfits for Donald and Goofy. They showed the same ones in the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, so I don't think they're going to get new ones. Moana world reveal. Everyone's talking about Moana. Everyone wants Moana. That's kind of like the equivalent of a Frozen nowadays, isn't it? Like, it's on the same level almost. And with that live action movie coming out, it may get a big push again as well. So yeah, Moana. Seems like a lot of people are hyped for that. Nat question: will Sora have the same voice actor? I am pretty sure he will. I talked about that earlier. Genie summons should return. I don't see one now. You want Will Smith Genie? You want Will Smith Genie summon? Ah, that's tight. That's tight. I want that as a summon. Simba's summon in Kingdom Hearts 3 was by far the best in the series. Yeah, that was he was kind of goated. Doctor Strange as a summon. Oh, that would be a cool way to get Marvel in there for sure. Inside Out and Zootopia. And those are the ones that most people are talking about. I already put a Pixar world on this list. If Frozen 2 doesn't come back in KH, Elsa should definitely be a summon. I feel like they bring that back for sure because Frozen was I think of Frozen, the world itself, I think fans don't really like that much. I don't have much of a problem with it. It's just kind of there. And I guess you can say that it's bad in that case because it doesn't really have much of an impression. But yeah, I expect Frozen to come back in maybe some way, shape, or form. you want Will Smith's Genie? Okay, go you, man. Go you. They can make a contest for some fan-made Keyblades to get put in Kingdom Hearts 4. They won't. I mean, that would be a cool thing for them to do. That would be a cool little thing because there's a whole community of people just making custom Keyblades. That'd be a cool bone to throw. World Ends With You characters. Oh, since we're in Quadratum and kind of in that kind of vibe. There's no indication that World Ends With You is in it, but since we're in that space. And in Shibuya, technically, based off Shibuya, inspired by Shibuya. I'll say. The world ends with you. Twiwi. Did you play that new Twiwi game? No, because there's not going to be another one. I'm sorry to say. Oh, that sucks. Sorry, Twiwi fans, you're kind of screwed. I say that because one of the main producers of The World Ends With You just left Square Enix recently. So, yeah. Sorry. Nomura was all about it, though, so maybe it'll come back. Yeah. I could totally see some Twiwi characters coming back. Maybe that's some of the new characters that are going to be there. Maybe they could do some new characters from Twiwi. I've only played a little bit of The World Ends With You. I've not finished it yet, so I don't know all the characters that are in there. But they could definitely. I don't think they had like the main bad guys in the game. They could do that too. Maybe have some connections with that. Jack Skeleton as a fire elemental summon. I'm on board. Twiwi. You want to see Twiwi? Twiwi? It's so weird to say that. Most people just say World Ends With You. That's a better way to say it. But I say Twiwi. Also, people say BBS, but I say Bubbus. Did you play Kingdom Hearts Bubbus recently? I like Kingdom Hearts Bubbus. Bubbus. I'm a heathen. Could they do an Encanto world? That's just something that a lot of people want. Nomura already said in a previous interview that they will not put Twiwi in Kingdom Hearts 4. I don't remember that. Did they say that? Maybe I'm looking like an idiot right now. Let me look this up. My memory's kind of foggy on that. Research time. I mean, they said they're not in the same world. It's not related. It's not related to the Twiwi Shibuya. But hey, maybe bring him come back. Just bring him back. Maybe just as a fan thing, man. I'll just leave it in there. Maybe I'll change it later. Maybe I'll look like a fucking idiot. I don't know. All right, what's next? What's something else they could put in that good old Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer? My dude. Should I put new Keyblade in there? I think that that would be kind of a freebie though, because they'll definitely put some new Keyblades in there, but maybe they'll show it off. Fuck it, we'll put it in there. Wrong button. That button. No, I want this button. There you go. New Keyblade. There you go, plural. Yeah. New Keyblades. I think it's kind of a given. I think with New World and all that stuff, there's obviously new Keyblades in every single game. But maybe they can show it off in here. Maybe give some allusions to maybe some new worlds that are going to be in this game. And maybe it could be like a low key reveal, like they did with like the little foot. They could like show a Keyblade that's like that's alluding to another world, and they could be like, "Oh, we didn't mean to put that in there," like they did with Star Wars. So, yeah, new Keyblades. Little Mermaid 2. Someone mentioned Little Mermaid 2. And I think I was in a VC yesterday talking about Little Mermaid 2. Enough time has passed to where they could, maybe they could get that lore in there. I'm not the biggest fan of that movie. That's some direct-to-video kind of stuff. I don't know if they... Was Aladdin and Kingdom Hearts 2 based off of Return of Jafar? I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was. I don't remember seeing that movie when I was a kid. Yeah. Noctis sword style Keyblade, that would be freaking sick. I would buy that. That's more of like that's lightsaber-esque, you know? If for some reason they don't have Star Wars in there, that would be the closest equivalent. Obscure final boss from Disney's back catalog. What could that be? What could that be? I don't know. Interesting to think about, though. We don't want Little Mermaid, do we? Maybe if they do it right. Are you ready to swim and dance and we'll play it? Berry, come on in the ticket and stick. You ready to have some finny fun? I don't know if you're ready for some finny fun. Finny fun can be finny fucked sometimes, especially in Kingdom Hearts 2. Outfit customization, like in 0.2. Let's now that you kind of mentioned not the same thing as that, but let's do something else that's been talked about in the some interviews. Apartment features, or like, maybe there's a better way to word that, like Sora's daily life. So life. Sora's daily life. All right. And I think I worded it like this because there's a lot of different things that could go in here. It is there's I'm trying to find the words. There's going to be some features in Quadratum that, like he could customize his apartment, or like he can do some different things like that. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on in Quadratum. And since this is going to be the real world, you could say Sora's daily grind. Sora's daily life, with like maybe some job customizations or apartment customizations, stuff like this. Anything that falls under that kind of category, I'll put in this slot. Do you think the next trailer we will learn about a rotary phone? So someone left me a comment on that little sketch that I did, saying that, it's a reference to some Japanese folklore, like with the dead contacting you through a phone. I guess I get that, but it's still funny. This is how they put a rotary phone, because I think that is important. Well, now that we're talking about it, let's talk about that. Get it in there. The whole thing. The phone. The phone! Exclamation mark. Yes. We got to figure out what the importance of the phone is, because since it was in those screenshots, it was front and center. It is going to be so important to the gameplay of this game. It's going to be the glue that holds it together, man. So we got to learn about the phone. What does the phone do? What the phone does? Can I hit that hotline bling? Girl, that only means one thing. That can only mean one thing. It's all right. I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing ever since I left the city. We got to figure out what the phone is about. The fucking phone. Kari talking to her technically dead love. Well, yeah, Kari will talk to Sora probably. Is that the glue that holds these two universes together? That rotary phone. I mean, honestly, with the folklore that was kind of mentioned in that comment, that might actually be what it is. But yeah, that phone is going to be so important to this game. It's not even funny. Not even funny. They gave me shit in the comments. It was like, oh, another person not understanding Japanese folklore. It's still funny though. Come on, the phone. It's the rotary phone, man. You can't not have fun with the rotary phone. All right, we got 5 slots left. Okay. Everyone in the comments is begging. Everyone in the comments is pleading. I will grant your request. I will grant your permission to put this in the bingo card. There you go. Treasure Planet. My God, Treasure Planet. If they don't put this thing in there, Kingdom Hearts fans, they might start a riot. It is the most requested thing, it seems to be, at least in this chat. I may have to go find some other people to ask if, like, is this your most requested world? Yeah, Treasure Planet. There you go. If it's in there, God, that would be so freaking awesome. I would be very, very happy with that inclusion myself. But I think they'll do it. I don't know. But God, is it requested? So there you go. I'll throw you a bone. Let's see here. Trying to look at my data. Going to my data banks. Searching through my files. Going past the furry porn. We're not talking about that today, Matt. Don't put that in your files. Let me read some of the chat here. Data fights. Well, that's gonna be kind of a spoiler, wouldn't it? Maybe they wouldn't show that in the trailer. Kyrie will be playable. I have original characters playable here. Let me adjust that. Yeah, there you go. Yes, this proves my point earlier. That is the most requested now. Yeah. Sora's parents, I already had like original characters in there, like new characters. Sora will fall into darkness and will fight Kyrie. So what would they be showing in the trailer, man? I guess since he confirmed that it's not the same, I'll get rid of Chewie. I will replace it with something else. What might that be, though? Question: could Strelitzia be playable? Okay, well, I'll make that for the slow-mo slot. Strelitz, no, that goes into original characters being playable. I'll leave that. You missed an E. In what? What did I miss an E on? Oh, Treasure Plant. I put Treasure Plant. Thank you for pointing that out. Oh man, how many worlds do you reckon there'll be? I maybe thinking there are like 5, maybe max, because they said there's gonna be less. Gummy Ship. Oh yeah, Gummy Ship. There you go. That's another one. Gummy Ship. I want them to go back to the roots of the Gummy Ship this time. Or at least have a mix of what it was before and Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't like the Gummy Ship parts of Kingdom Hearts 3 that much because of the controls. It's very awkward. It's very finicky. I don't like it that much. It's a great idea in theory. It would have been amazing if they got those controls right. But yeah. So yeah. How about an Odin summon, since there might be a Marvel world? I thought you were talking about the Dark Road Odin for a second. Varium Rex stuff. I have Yuzora right there. I'll put that as just Varium Rex, whatever. Or maybe I could like rename that, not just Yuzora stuff, just Varium Rex. Yeah, I think that's a more appropriate title for that slot. Star Wars will be the biggest marketing point for Kingdom Hearts 4. That's why I keep saying that new trailer got to have Star Wars in it. If you don't, they're going to be idiots. So, kind of going back to the gummy ship section here. If they make it to where they have the on-rail sections with like enemy fights and stuff like that, but if they fix the controls of the open world and maybe have like fighting more enemies in that open world kind of setting with the right controls, I'd be on board. That just stands now. Not really. Bahamut Summit. Final Fantasy VII Neo Bahamut Summit. Is it Bahamut or Bahamut? I think it's Bahamut. I think everyone in the West says Bahamut because that's just easier to say. Sora could technically drive since he's at least 16. Yeah. Sora driving. Oh boy. I guess that's under Sora's daily life, you could say. So what Cloud Return for FF characters? Yeah, we have Final Fantasy characters right there. Is Odin alive after Kingdom Hearts Dark Road? I don't remember Dark Road at this point. It's been a long time, so I can't remember. You'd have to ask more of a lore person about that. So we have summons on there. Trying to think of what more we could get. So well, that's do we have like abilities in here? Well, that's summons. That's build command. Let's just no Keyblade transformations might be that. I'll just put Key Saga elements. Key Saga elements. Elementa. No, that's not right. Scooby-Doo. Oh, that's the better way to do it. Key Saga elements. Master of Masters, the Foretellers, Brain, all those characters. Strelitzia. I mean, Strelitzia is already kind of there. So I guess she'll fall under this too. But yeah, Key Saga elements coming back. It's the kind of basis for what this whole next saga of games is going to be on. And so for just the trailer sake, I think they could show that off. Other Square Enix franchise in the game. That would be more of Final Fantasy. Maybe we could go wild with this. Maybe we could go. No. Let's go wild with this next one here. Dragon Quest. Maybe they could put some Dragon Quest elements in there. Dragon Quest would be interesting inclusion because I don't think they've had any Dragon Quest anything in the Kingdom Hearts games. Am I wrong? I don't think they've done anything so far. At least that's what I can remember. Xenoblade Chronicles. I wish. A whole Final Fantasy VIII world for Leon's lore. Oh, nice. New magic. Bring balloon. Hey, Balloonra, going crazy. But I think that Dragon Quest is not as big in the West. It's like Dragon Quest is the biggest Square Enix thing I think in Japan. At least when those things came out. I mean, Final Fantasy is definitely big everywhere in the world, but I think Dragon Quest is mostly big in Japan. Like, I remember they had to shut down like the whole country for one of the Dragon Quest releases way back in the day, basically. Or they had to release Dragon Quest on a certain day because so many people would be out of school playing it. But Dragon Quest, it don't really have that pull here in the West. So I don't know if it's just something they don't want to put in Kingdom Hearts. You know, I've not played a Dragon Quest game myself. I do have Dragon Quest 11 that I want to actually tackle one day, but that day is not today, unfortunately. No, not Sora and Chrono Trigger. Oh, Chrono Trigger. That would be a deep cut. Well, no, that wouldn't be a deep cut. That's a popular Square Enix franchise. It's just not a franchise that much of it itself anymore. That used to be the, I guess, third tentpole of Square Enix back in the day, the Chrono series, but not anymore, I guess. I guess Mana has filled the slot of what Chrono would be, I guess. But yeah, Dragon Quest. I'd like to see Dragon Quest inclusion in Kingdom Hearts, or at least some more elements of that. That'd be cool to see. Vanitas returns as a good guy? That'd be interesting. I guess I'd be interested to see how that works. Sora, different outfits. So it wouldn't be under different outfits. I don't think that'd be. Let's do the second to last one here on the thing. Sora outfits. Now, this could include buying new outfits in Quadratum or something like that for Sora to have in the Quadratum thing itself, going into different costumes for the Disney worlds, themselves, Hey, Car Sora, you ready for Car Sora? Or like a Star Wars world or something like that, or Zootopia world, something like that. Yeah, Sora outfits, changing outfits, they could show that in there. That could be a big feature. It was a feature in 0.2. But not really much outside of that. Nier Automata in KH, that Nier, that is more of a, I don't see that happening. It'd be interesting though. It'd be interesting. What about the final fight? Who will Sora fight? Depends on the story. Probably the Master of Masters. That's what I would see be in the final fight there. Riku new design. Maybe we could use this as a, well, they'd have to, if they show the new character, they'd have to show the new design. So I don't know if I should put that in this slide. That'd be another kind of freebie. 13 Dark Dimension or appearance. Online features. Well, that could go under Sora's daily life. No, we'll use it to fill the final slot in this bingo card at least. Online features. That's too many spaces. Features. Online features. Now, I don't want this game to be a freaking live service game. I don't think they do that. For one, I think they're smart enough to not make that an online service game, because it would just be a crash out waiting to happen for the fan base, and like live service is a very naughty word nowadays anyways. So I think that I don't see them doing something like that. But they did confirm. Oh yeah, you get to see my desktop background. How cool is that? There are some online features I believe that they were talking about with in some way, shape, or form. I think that's what they were talking about. Not too sure about that though. Don't quote me on that. I don't think they've explained what exactly those things are though. 0.2 type tech demo. Kingdom Hearts kind of ground zeros kind of thing. Make Missing Link Kingdom Hearts Ground Zeroes for some reason, maybe like a 2-hour mini experience or something, I guess. What do you think we'll get when do you think we will get an English Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer when they start doing some more marketing stuff for it? Maybe the next trailer could have another kind of they could have an English version of it as well. There was only a Japanese version of the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer with English subtitles, of course. Don't get me wrong. The chessboard in the secret cutscene at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 and when it will appear in KH4. Is there something that maybe I want to replace in here? Maybe because that's another cool thing as well, the chessboard. It seems to be an important part of the story. of whatever it is, because they showed it in that first trailer. We see stop posting about Among Us guy. I'm very skeptical of that guy. For one, he took it down. So, you know, he definitely seems like he is a professional voice actor. He wants to be a professional voice actor. And the way he mentioned it didn't seem like he was trying to stir up shit. What I think happened with that, if it's real, is that he thought he had permission to share it from this one person. He was like, oh yeah, you can share that. It's cool. It's fine. Whatever. Turns out that person was wrong. He couldn't do that. And they came to him saying, hey, this is getting a little too out of hand. You need to take that down, buddy. And that's what happened there. But I know some people were very skeptical of that. I'm much more skeptical of it myself. Just because he made a meme doesn't mean he's a troll guy. And it'd be very unprofessional of him to kind of do that because he wants to be someone in this industry. So, you know, it wouldn't make sense for him to do it like that. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Let's wait and see on that. You didn't say anything about Scala. Yes, I did. It's right here. Platforming. That's just Kingdom Hearts staple right there, platforming. So yeah. Not sure if Haley is ready to voice Sora. He probably would be ready next year. I mean, he's ready at any point. I don't know what's going on with him now. I think they haven't given any updates on the stuff that happened after that. Maybe he's in rehab right now. I don't know. But maybe he does need some time. I don't know. What are your thoughts on Sora's new design? I think it's cool. It's not my favorite design ever, but I do think it's cool. I do think that it is fitting for the whole new universe that we're going towards here. I think it's more fitting for the we'll talk about that. Let me finish my thought. I think it is fitting for the whole live action stuff. It's much. I think it's mostly based on his Kingdom Hearts 3 design. There's some red in there and stuff. So it's a kind of an adaptation of that into a real world setting. So I like it. They're referencing the reaction to the screenshots where I said, I missed you. I missed you. I did miss him, man. I miss Sora, man. He's so cool. He's so cool. He's so awesome. I miss him. Secret of Mana and Kingdom Hearts. I'd be down. Ventus content. Ventus content? Would you like some Ventus content? I'm always down for some Ventus content, man. He is kind of a little baby in Be It Birth by Sleep. He's not my favorite character in the world, not this rating, but I still love Ventus. We all love Ventus. He's a cool, he's a dude. He's a little boy, little baby. I haven't looked at my phone since I started this. Oh my goodness, I'm a popular man apparently. Oh, it's a notification to watch my live stream. How coincidental is that? Looking the games. Come on, man, you gotta have the games. That's all dependent on if Olympus is coming back, though. That's really dependent on that. Should I make a new bingo card? Maybe I should make like a new bingo card and bring someone's over and then go do some crazy stuff. All right. What do I want to bring over into the new one? Let me get some stuff going here. Boop, boop. I'll bring you over. I'll bring you over. You over. You over. I'm just getting random ones here. You one over and you over. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to duplicate those layers, and I'm gonna make a new thing here, and then that's gonna be that. So now we can add some more of that. So let me mix up these a little bit here before we keep going. All right, so let's keep going with this here. Let's zoom in, not that much. Let's do 125. That's the well, not that much. God damn. Okay, 125. There you go. Can you see that all right? You can see that all right. Cool. So I'm gonna put Olympus. I don't know how to spell Coliseum. Coliseum. I think that's how you spell it. Don't make fun of me for not knowing how to spell it. I'm very sensitive and I will cry on the internet and I don't know what I do, man. Yeah, Olympus Coliseum. Good to have that back. Something else. Maybe we'll get a message from Nomura. Maybe we'll get like a little live action segment before the trailer saying, "Hey, I'm Nomura. I'm still alive, and I'm making this game for you because I love you and I like making games, and I just want to make this message to let you know that Kingdom Hearts 4 is real and it's awesome and you'll get to play it." And I am just doing a string of thoughts right now. Yeah, maybe we'll get a little message from Nomura or something like that. That'd be nice to see. Phineas and Ferb or Gravity Falls. Phineas and Ferb. That'd be a fun, interesting world, wouldn't it? Yo, maybe apologizing to us. maybe like that. 2 words. Coliseum. It's back. Did I spell it correctly? Yes! Let's go. I did it right. I have a suspicion that I didn't spell it right, but whatever. Let's do some, maybe like a, here's another word I'm gonna misspell. Renaissance. I definitely spelled that wrong. I don't care. Renaissance world. A world from the Disney Renaissance. That's mostly what they pulled from for the Kingdom Hearts 1 worlds. So I could definitely see that happening. The Mickey Mouse Clubhouse minigames. I could see it. I could see it. Let's think here. Well, I mean, they were showing in that secret ending that Riku's going to be up to something. So why don't we have a Riku segment? Riku section. Not like that. We could have Riku in a section here. I would love to see Riku come back, man. Bart Simpson summon. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's another thing I haven't thought about that yet. Disney bought Fox. So, yeah. Fox Fox Worlds. We could have some Fox Worlds. Whether it be the TV shows or the movies. We could have some Fox stuff. Maybe like some X-Men representation with the Marvel shit in there. That would be something that'd be really cool to see and get revealed. Home Alone world? Question mark is that. Y'all are going crazy in the comments with these world recommendations, man. Yeah, I'm wondering will he'll come into it. Riku versus Yuzora? Interesting thought. So I'll just say, and put Verum Rex. Gotta say it right, or I'll get roasted for it. Yeah. Let's put, can I just move it around and not nope, not like that. Fuck it. It's gonna be like that. I'm just gonna put Yozora Boss. Oh yeah, revealing that Yozora boss, the next Yozora boss in Kingdom Hearts 4. No, natural light. Okay, I would love Anastasia, but seriously, would be cool. Imagine it's Tokyo Game Show and it's presented in Japanese. Something like, Should I make this a slot? I'm thinking about this. This is kind of mean. I do this all in love, by the way. Before I post this, I do this all in love. I love the man. He can be a little bit of a interesting character sometimes, but I mean no harm when I say this. Jeff Keighley event. Make it come up at a Jeff Keighley event. That would be the ultimate prize, the ultimate troll right there. Hey, I was teasing Kingdom Hearts fans that they weren't going to have this Kingdom Hearts stuff at any of my events. They were not going to show up, but here it is now. That would be the ultimate kind of troll right there. I just put that in there because it was funny. This is more of like the crazy list right here, where I'm just putting random shit in. Ugh. He is Mr. Corporate Gaming, for sure, but you know, he is the face of gaming in the public. Like, when you think of gaming hype, you think of that man. So, yeah. That'd be cool to see. What's something else that could we do for fun, or just something that could be in there? No, I can't do that. That's a little bit too obscure reference. So Nomura mentioned in an interview that he was worried about the lore implications of Sora being in Smash. Maybe we'll get an explanation about what all that BS was. Maybe it is connected to the lore of Kingdom Hearts in some way. Smash connection. Maybe we'll have that in there somewhere. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Let me fix the Final Fantasy characters slot here. And then fix this one a little bit more. Yeah, that one looks good. Smash connection. Fuck it. We'll have that in there. What's another one in there? Trailer on the 13th of this month. Putting in Mind's Eye game hype, that's SGF was a snore fest. You still think of him when you think of gaming hype, though. That face comes up. But in Smash, you're canonically a toy, a box of playing with. Again, well, maybe Kingdom Hearts was the Smash Brothers universe all along. Maybe it will turn out to be the case. Oswald. A lot of people mentioning Oswald. Fuck it. Well, let's see if Oswald is in here. That'd be a cool little addition. Oswald. I'd be down. How many slots do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oswald. Sora is Master Hand confirmed. Oswald was the only character missing from Kingdom Hearts 4. Yeah, imagine. Well, but maybe let's talk about let it drops a release date. Let's see if they drop a release date in this. Maybe not a release date specifically, or maybe just more of a release window, saying, "Hey, coming out 2026, 2027, or fall 27, or this month in 2027. You know, this month in 2026, something like that. I would expect the release date. Maybe if they want to give people in the good graces, they'll be like, hey, Kingdom Hearts is coming out around this time. So release date, release window. Maybe I'll put like more of release window. That's more accurate to what that's gonna be, probably. Yeah. Let me do another one here. Tease for other game. We could do it. We could get a tease for another game in this trailer. We could, because you know it's they're starting in a whole new saga, so there's going to be multiple games coming out in this, and they might be coming out around the same time as Kingdom Hearts 4, maybe a little bit after, before, or something like that. A Missing Link was going to be like that. Ultimately, that got cut. So maybe there's something else they're working on to tease towards, and yeah, they could tease that in this trailer. Or that could be like in the direct or something like that. GTA 6. Can we get KH5 before KH4? I was about to say GTA 6, but you guys got to be prepared. Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to come out after GTA 6. That's a given, I believe. You have to be ready for that. But Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to come out after GTA 6. I just think that's a given, in my opinion, at least. Is there any event this year where it's possible for Kingdom Hearts 4 to be shown? That's what we did in this list right here, if you want to look at that. And yeah, that's what I expect. Max is also in the other dimension. Max is in. He's mentioned Max before, right? There was that little video they posted with the Easter eggs towards that, and that little lo-fi study session they had with Max, and Twilight Town little poster was back there. Max Goof. I think he's been mentioned. There's been a lot of cool fan art with him. Who knows? Xehanort's 14th Life, a side game where you play as Donald or Mickey. Maybe. Let's say, since we know that's going to be in there, but let's just say Mickey gameplay. Maybe we'll get some Mickey gameplay in the trailer. Get a taste of what that's going to be. Get a taste of the awesomeness that's going to be about. A lot of people are talking about Max. Should I mention? I think that's too deep of a cut. I don't want to put. I want this to be somewhat realistic. Learn Zeta Flare. That'd be badass for him to learn. I bet we get Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer before GTA 6 drops. I hope we do. I hope we do. Let's just make it. Let's say this trailer before GTA 6. And you know, saying that, it's just we'll get the trailer before GTA 6 comes out. That's what I'm more referring to here. So if the trailer comes out before GTA 6, you can fill in that slot. Pretty easy. Win right there if that's the case. I swore someone mentioned Max in Kingdom Hearts at some point. Maybe I'm going crazy or something. 2030, 23, 26. Well, that's crazy. They had the poster of Destiny Islands in the Quadratum little boss fight, little mini world they have for Quadratum. That was in you're not allowed to explore normally the Quadratum Yazura boss, the world that's surrounding that. But one of the billboards there had Destiny Islands on it. So maybe that could be brought up in there as another world that they could go to. Like there's a Destiny Islands in this universe as well. So let's put Destiny Islands. That'd be cool to see in the Unreal Engine vibe. I would love to see Max from Life is Strange. I never played those games either. If we're lucky, Kingdom Hearts 4 might come out in March or April 2026. That's too soon, man. Way too soon. Also, you don't want that. I don't think you want that. I don't think Square Enix wants that. Guess what's coming out that May? What is the game that literally is getting other games that are just big AAA titles getting delayed for? Like the one game where everyone was waiting to drop a release date for their games just because of that. GTA 6. That's coming out in mid-May next year. It's not the same time, so it would have some time to breathe for sure. But I do think that sales would go off a cliff if they release it around that time. I don't think they should do that. If they're planning on doing that, they should delay it. If it comes out that Kingdom Hearts 4 is coming out like around the same time as GTA 6, I think a lot of fans would be against that, and they would be like, please delay this game, for the sake of the franchise, man, because the sales are just gonna and you know, maybe they have a specific timeline that they can't get off, but it would be hard to compete. That game will sell 10 million copies in like the first day. Come on, that you shouldn't do that. What is everyone's else ideal release date? Late 26, winter time 26. That would be the best time for me. If it doesn't get delayed again, like Kingdom Hearts 3. Let's see what's going on here. We got 3 more slots left. I'm gonna make this kind of the last one, last little list here. I'm buying Kingdom Hearts 4 over GTA 6 any day. Well, you're in the vast minority of people, my friend. Let's just say like they drop a new logo, because maybe the logo that they showed in the first one was like a prototype kind of thing, and they redesigned the logo in some way and have changed it. I would doubt this is a case, but it could be a possibility for sure. I don't want Persona 6 before Kingdom Hearts 4 though. Yes, as someone who does not stop playing Kingdom Hearts 2. Persona 6, that's a ways off, isn't it? I believe that's like a ways off. So I expect Kingdom Hearts 4 before Persona 6, I guess personally. Yeah, new logo. And maybe for this new logo thing, this is kind of like a personal bias as well, because I don't like the new logo. In terms of being a graphic designer, making these thumbnails for videos and stuff like that, this logo is very annoying. The way it's shaped, the way how far the letters stretch out, how kind of neutral it is. It's kind of hard to work with sometimes. So maybe just for my sake, give me a new logo that's a little bit better to work with. Make my job easier, Square Enix. Let's think here. Imagine Kingdom Hearts 7 coming out in 2113. We never lived to see that day, but the people who get to live to see that day, that would be a hell of an experience. I tell you what. I just bought Persona 3 Reload and Persona 4 Golden. So I'm thinking about doing a Persona stream here in the next few weeks, maybe after I get back from Reconnect. Is that something you guys want to see? That'd be cool. Japanese voice options. I don't think they revealed that in the trailer. That'd be cool to see though. How about I just say, no, that'd be a little bit later in another trailer. Try Persona 3, my favorite game. I can't wait to play it. Yazura Boss, Renaissance World. Um, could you imagine Kingdom Hearts 7 being the final game of the series? Maybe that's part of his plans. He says he has a plan for maybe when like he's not there anymore. He has like an outline for what he wants to do with it. So oh man, this is we're getting down to the wire here. We're getting down to the wire. How about we maybe like going to Disney World or something? Maybe like, since we're kind of taking place in the reality, maybe like going to Disney World itself. That would be an interesting experience, going to the theme parks. I mean, we had attraction flow in Kingdom Hearts 3, so you know, there's that. All right, we got one more slot to fill. One more slot to fill. Whatever could we do, guys? Whatever could we do? I'll go back to the possible trailer release, and I'll let this be the last one, because I'll let me tie it all together. Random drop. Dropping it on a random time. One random Tuesday night. Maybe they could do that. All right. There it is. There is the second bingo card that I make here. Let me go to the first one. All right. So let's see what we got on the first bingo card here. Does it look okay? Let's look. Let me scroll down just a little bit more. Yep. There we go. We got Star Wars. We have the phone. We gotta learn what that shit is at some point. Lucio in the Black Box, expanding on that story, gonna be important. Donald and Goofy playable. That was kind of being hinted at in the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, but not really confirmed. Sora's daily life, figuring out what he's gonna be doing in Quadratum and all that. Verum Rex, I will get it right one day. Maybe like have it turn into a Verum Rex kind of game. I don't know. Original playable characters, Marvel, Pixar World, Missing Link. Got to do something with that. Summons, Skull-Eyed Kylum. Really, that was going to be explored in Missing Link, so maybe we'll get some more info on that. Final Fantasy characters, really requested to come back, but not really necessary. Returning worlds, online features. Don't make it a live service game, please. Live action remake, Gummy Ship. Please make the better controls this time if you're going to do it. Build commands. Wonder really what that's going to be about. Treasure Planet, since you guys want it so bad. Sora's outfits. Really cool. Dragon Quest. Key Saga elements. New Keyblades. New characters. Cool. And let's go to the second bingo card. We got a trailer before GTA 6, which I hope to God is true. Oswald. That's a really requested character there. A Jeff Keighley event for just the shits and giggles. Release window, I would love to see that come up. Gummy Ship, again, I already talked about a Gummy Ship. A Riku section, since that's what the secret ending was kind of teasing towards. Nomura message, I would love to see him kind of come back and explain what's been going on these past 3 years. Mickey gameplay, wonder what's going on with that. Online features, Olympus Coliseum, please let that come back. That would be so cool. Fox Worlds, now that they own the Fox franchises and all that, that's some corporate greedery shit right there, but new logo, Yazora Boss, Renaissance World Smash Connection, Disney World, going to Disney World itself, Destiny Islands, a random drop on a night, and teaser for another game. And then we have this list right here of possible places that it could show up at. Tokyo Game Show. Be a good thing right there for the Japanese part of it. A big way to start the marketing cycle for that game. And I'm kind of 50-50 on that. Game Awards, biggest stage for them to reveal it. Biggest hype cycle, biggest hype thing for them to do. Platform events, not really exclusive to any platform anymore, but they still show third-party stuff there, so they could probably do it at like a state of play or something. Square Enix presents to have a really good thing for the fans, to kind of throw them a bone and have a really fan-specific event. Be really cool. And then randomly dropping it on Tuesday night, just while we're sleeping and just surprising us all. All right. I think that is most of the stuff that I really want to discuss on this stream. it's been a fun stream. I've been really getting in tune with the chat tonight. It was really, really fun. I love doing these kind of streams because it's a lot of just working with you guys, doing a lot of cool stuff, doing a lot of fun things. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat here, seeing if there's anything I missed. No, you gave me a heart attack. Oh, sorry if I gave you a heart attack for whatever reason. But yeah, I believe that a trailer probably come out this year sometime if they're smart about it and they want to get people back in their good graces, because they need a win. They really do need a win, and dropping another Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer would be a win. The community really needs it right now. We're really running on fumes at this point. Yeah. Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. I'm speculating on like 3 minutes of footage. I've spent 2.5 hours speculating on like 3 minutes of possible footage. It's crazy. Yeah. I really, really hope that we can make it to that point. But the way things are going this fucking wrong, I don't fucking know if we might make it to Kingdom Hearts 4 at this point. It's getting crazy. Yeah, let me talk about what's going on in the creator space a little bit, because we just got some news about that today. It's been on my mind. So apparently TikTok's being sold to some US people. Not really clear who exactly, but they're going to make a US version of the app. It's going to be called like M2 or something. And it's, everyone in the US has to use that version of the app, and regular TikTok will be shut down in March of 2026, I believe. That's what the report says, at least. So, that could be inaccurate, but it seems pretty reputable. That's what's going to happen. This is a really bad idea, in my opinion. Well, it's a bad idea either way you put it, because the report doesn't clarify whether or not it is a app that you can still access other users around the world using TikTok. It's just under a different name and different system for the United States. Or it's a completely US thing. You can only interact with US users. First one would be bad, but the second one would be really bad. And as a creator myself, this is a really dumb kind of thing, because it's really limiting my audience. In that case, and if it's something to where you can still access other people's things around the world, it would still be a bad idea, because they're taking your information and doing God knows what with it. But you still be at least be able to kind of access things around the world. Yeah, I would still probably guess. But if it's only US only, as a creator, it's a very bad thing for me, because I'm limiting my audience in that case. It's limiting to a specific subset of people. And it's a lot of people, don't get me wrong. But it's still something to where it's intentionally limiting my audience, and I don't want to be on something that is intentionally limiting and, being disconnected from a lot of the people who watch my stuff. So, yeah. But wherever the money goes, that's where the push will go. So, whichever big corporations say, hey, this is what you're doing now, there could be a new app that comes up. And that's the other thing. TikTok's not the only game in town now. It's not the only app in town. It is very much it's a competitor to like a YouTube or like an Instagram or something like that. But those things still exist. YouTube is probably the closest alternative. I've heard that it's actually like taken TikTok in terms of like short form content recently in some areas. So I think YouTube's where it's going to be at, man. Oh, my screen is going insane. Sorry. Anyways, rant aside. That's not going to be good either way. I think a new app will probably come up at some point, or just we'll keep using YouTube, and maybe they'll make another version of the app with just shorts on it. I don't know. But yeah, mini rant about the creator industry aside. Going back to Kingdom Hearts 4. Yeah, I think people are really getting tired of the wait at this point. The screenshots definitely helped. In terms of keeping people interested in Kingdom Hearts again. We've been feeding off those screenshots for the past like almost 2 months now. That's crazy to think about. But I think personally that we just need a trailer. Just drop whatever you have right now. If it's still a ways away, just drop a trailer, man. That's all we need. And if it keeps on going the way it is, I need to turn this into a full-time thing. I really do, because working in the real world with my Tourette's and my spectrum disorder, it's very hard. I've had to face a lot of obstacles, and they just keep on coming, keep on piling up. It's very difficult for me to kind of work in it. It's about to get worse. It's about to get so much worse. So I really want to make this a full-time thing. And with all the love in the world for Kingdom Hearts, when I say this, you can't do it with Kingdom Hearts. You just can't do it. You have to be a keykeeper level to make it full-time. I do have, of course, have a full-time job outside of this. And I don't know exactly what he makes on a day, like a yearly basis. But I don't know. Jared probably makes just a tiny bit more than I do, off of his YouTube stuff. And that's how he's able to make a living. But with my, middle of the road income, he probably makes the same amount as I do from that full-time job. And so, but I really want it to be a full-time thing, but it's just very hard to do. I understand that, I love the Kingdom Hearts community. It's where I've met all of my friends. Every single person that I've had a great connection with has been part of Kingdom Hearts. But there's so many other things that I want to do, man. Like, I have a list of ideas of shit that I want to do. And Kingdom Hearts is, not bringing it. I'm a creator. I got to just keep creating. And it's really frustrating when everything's been done with Kingdom Hearts at this point. We've been doing a lot of things in a new style for the Kingdom Hearts community recently. Kingdom Hearts creators have been getting very creative on how they reapproach certain topics or discuss certain topics. It's really great to see that. But I'm the kind of person that if someone else has already done it, I don't want to do it. And also, if it just doesn't interest me, I don't want to do it. Like, if I work on a video that doesn't interest me and I just edit it, I just want to jump out a fucking window. That's me. So yeah. Again, this is all for all love with Kingdom Hearts in mind. I love Kingdom Hearts. It's why I do this. I would not be here without it. It's just being a full-time YouTuber. It's very, very difficult to do. That's why I don't post as much. That's why I mostly post shorts, because shorts are kind of a happy compromise for me, because I have a steady income with the full-time job, and shorts don't make that much money anyways, but it's something that I seem seemingly good at, and it's good for like getting my name out there and marketing, all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of a happy compromise, but my job is not the best. I've been looking for some other stuff. Yo, what's good? Hold on. Let me get back to the chat here. Yo, what's good? Ego is me. It's going good. We had a fun stream today. Let me go back and show what we were discussing today. Just to get another kind of summary for people who are here. Not here before. We got discussing where it could potentially be at, these events right here. And then we did some bingo cards of what could show up in the trailer. Here's the two that I made right here. If you want to take a look at those. I'll give you a look at that. And I'll give you a look at that as well. Yeah. I'll just leave these up for now for people trying to join in. Still trying to join in, at least. Jared takes breaks sometimes. Prodigy does it full time. I'm not going to reveal personal stuff about his life. I just know that he does some other stuff on the side. Kingdom Hearts isn't consistent enough anymore. Yeah, it's just being a content creator for Kingdom Hearts can be very draining. I wouldn't recommend it. It's very it's very hard on your soul sometimes when you try to keep things going, but it's just not there. You know what I mean? It can be very draining on your soul and creativity wise. I have to keep my creative brain going with some other things like, you know, music is something that I do to kind of do inside. Here's hoping that we get something more this year, especially after what they showed us earlier this year. Yeah, they got us with something this year, man. Something. Jared does take praise. He's gotten back into his groove though. Jared's gotten back into his style, and he's been making videos consistently, man. He's found his groove again. I'm really glad that he did that. You know, he was having some struggles with that for a while, and you know, that was hard to see. But you know, being a fan of Jared, you know, it's great that he's got his groove back again and started making videos like the good old days. Like the good old days. Back when the term influencer wasn't really a thing. Like, I remember coming up in the Kingdom Harts space. I've been doing this for 12 years now. I was 12. My 12-year anniversary was last month. And yeah, I've been doing. Jared kind of started around the same time too. It was the Key Keepers and me basically for the longest time. There's some other YouTubers in there as well. But I was like, I guess the biggest outside of the Key Keepers. I got into a slump for myself too. For a while too. Yeah, something happened that I was being a stupid idiot on, and it gave me a bad look, and I let that shit affect me for a long time. And then school was taking up a lot of my time. College took up a lot of my time. You know, I was going down the normal path of going to school, getting a degree, getting a normal job, like everyone else. You know what I mean? I was not able to make a full-time, you know, career out of this YouTube thing. I really tried, but it just didn't happen. But only recently have I decided to kind of change my tune on that, because I was kind of out of it. I was doing the shorts and all that, and I was kind of going through the motions with that. I wasn't really I was just doing it because I knew it was being successful, and I just kept on going with it. But something happened recently, which I won't get into. It was about a few months ago or so, that really made me kind of realize that this is the thing that makes me happy. I've tried a lot of other things. I've tried a lot of different things, but being an entertainer, being in media, being a YouTuber, that shit makes me happy. And everything in my life should be done to make me happy. And if things don't make me happy, I need to cut it out or not give it energy. And you know what I've been doing? I've not been giving that shit energy. I've been putting my energy in here. If you're struggling with stuff, and you know, I struggle with stuff too. You know, of course, you know, professional help and therapy and stuff like that is very helpful. It's been helpful for me. But doing something you love and focusing on that is really, really helpful for that. I really cannot recommend it enough. I always get so deep at the end of these live streams, man. I get so philosophical. I spit some wisdom on your ass at the end of these live streams. I love being an old wise man. Because I guess I'm an elderly man in terms of the Kingdom Hearts community. I'm one of the OGs. I guess I don't like using that term because it doesn't feel right, because there was a lot of creatives before me. But yeah, I've been doing this for quite a long time. An old man. Back in my day, we used to have cutscene compilations of the biggest people. That was the biggest Kingdom Hearts series right there. I've seen community change. It's you can't be happy if you're not doing this crazy. I mean, everyone has the thing that they love doing, man. This is just the thing that I like doing. And you know, Kingdom Hearts is frustrating with how limited it is to do. And that's why but I've been doing a little bit more with it. I've been doing some more crazy stuff with it. I've been doing these live streams more. This is something that I haven't really been done before. I was scared to do live streams for the longest time because of my Tourette's, and scared of me coming out. But you know, I've gotten over that fear, and starting to do live streams. I have a lot of fun with these. I love the yap sessions. I just get to yap. And that's something that is very helpful for me. And you guys get to listen. There you go. KH Limbo is painful, but at least we still got each other. And Copium, yes, the community has really been stronger than I think really ever at this point. We have a connection over the shared cope of waiting for this thing. And the community has been so much more active with mods since the games came out on PC. That community is going insane. That is keeping the community very alive. If the games were not out on PC, it would be a very different story. Yeah, the community is very much alive. To say the community's dead because Kingdom Hearts 4 doesn't have a trailer is a very ignorant statement, and I do not agree with it at all. Hey, hello. So are we speculating on possible trailer or the trailer as a date? As you can see right here, we were just speculating on what could be in the trailer drop date. As you can see right here, there's some possible places that it could be at, and I just did look little bingo cards of stuff that could be in the trailer. So there you go. We already went through the stuff earlier in the stream. Well, you can watch it in the VOD that comes out later. But yeah, we're currently in the yap part of the live stream, and yeah, for me personally, I think I'm getting a little bit tired. I think I'm gonna end it here. Sorry for ending it right when you come in, man. But yeah, I will be posting these later. A VOD will be up, of course, after this. I'll probably be posting these bingo cards on Twitter. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out to this stream. This has been one of the more popular streams that I've been doing recently. I knew that putting Kingdom Hearts 4 in the title would definitely get people going, because that's what people want to see. So yeah, thank you guys so much. You guys are great. You guys are amazing. I love every single one of you. This is a journey that we've been on for 12 years, but we're just getting started. It's the craziest thing. But yeah, you're going to be hearing more from me. I probably won't do another live stream until after Reconnect. So this will probably be the last one I'll do before Reconnect. But yeah, this has been lowkeymatt. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Whatever that's going to be. So yeah.